Distinguished personalities is the arrival of the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Respectfully, shall we all rise up as we welcome the President of Nuchusikanya Sahel, Nuchusikalo Solomani Mahama. Accompanied with the General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, Mr. Fifi Kwete, such a lovely man, and His Excellency is being welcomed by with the Volta Regional Minister.
We are therefore here to commence an investment that is intended not only to serve this community, but to stimulate economic activity in the entire Volta region. Today's ceremony marks another important milestone in government's commitment to building an economy that creates opportunities where people live and work. It also reflects our conviction that national transformation must be rooted in strong local economies that empower farmers, traders, manufacturers, entrepreneurs, and young industrialists. The Volta region has made an immeasurable contribution to Ghana's development, and its people deserve to share fully in the progress of our nation. And as I said when I was campaigning for president, I said I'll always ensure that the Volta region gets its fair share of national development. And so let me assure you that this government that I lead does not regard the Volta region merely as a region of loyal political support. We reject the notion that any part of Ghana should be taken for granted or left behind because of its electoral choices. Our mandate given to us by the good people of Ghana is to govern the country for every Ghanaian, and our commitment to the Volta region is founded on fairness, on equity, our constitutional responsibility to ensure balanced national development across the whole of the country. And that is why we are deliberately investing in the infrastructure and institutions that improve the quality of life of our people. Across the region, government is expanding healthcare infrastructure, we're strengthening educational institutions, we're improving roads and transport networks, we're modernizing markets, we're supporting agriculture and agro-processing, we're promoting trade and commerce, and we're creating new opportunities for investment and employment for the good people of Ghana. Obrempong has long occupied an important place in Ghana's economic landscape, and it has earned a reputation as a center of industry, agriculture, and commerce, with its strategic location along the Volta River, positioning it as an important gateway for trade and investment. The surrounding communities are home to hard-working farmers who produce maize, cassava, rice, vegetables, and other food crops that contribute significantly to our national food security. Combined with its industrial heritage and transport links, these advantages provide a strong foundation upon which a modern local economy can flourish. The market whose construction we are beginning today has been conceived as far more than a place for buying and selling. It is being developed as a modern enterprise hub that will support aggregation, storage, processing, packaging, financial services, digital commerce, and efficient distribution, creating the conditions for businesses to expand, become more competitive, and generate sustainable employment. For the people of Obrempong and surrounding communities, this market will become an important catalyst for economic activity. Farmers will have improved access to organized markets, helping to reduce their post-harvest losses. They will secure better returns for their produce. Traders will also operate in a cleaner, safer, and more efficient environment, while transport operators, artisans, food processors, and other service providers will benefit from the increased commercial activity. This market will strengthen linkages across the local economy, ensuring that more value is created and retained within the community. The project forms part of government's flagship national program to construct 24-hour economy model markets in all the 261 districts of this country. This will ensure that every district will have the infrastructure required to support production, trade, and enterprise. In the Volta region, all 18 districts will benefit from this initiative. And today's shortcutting in Obrempong marks the beginning of that regional rollout. As these markets take shape across the region, they will create an integrated commercial network that connects producers to markets, strengthens local value chains, promotes intra-regional trade, and reinforces the Volta region's role as a major center of agriculture, commerce, and industrial growth under the 24-hour economy initiative. As the Minister of Local Government said, Obrempong has one of the biggest of these markets. The markets are in 4 categories: Category 4, Category 3, Category 2, and Category 1. The metropolitan assemblies receive Category 4. That is because of the population and the size of the metropolitan assemblies. But I'm happy to announce that Obrempong, even though not a metropolitan assembly, is getting a Category 4 market. And so I'll just take you through some of the facilities you have in this market. You're going to have 100 lockable stores. That is stores that you can lock. You close and then you lock. Then you're going to have 150 sheds or stalls. These are like market stalls. You have 1 police post, so there will be police personnel stationed permanently at the market 24/7. You have a fire station, and so there will be fire service personnel permanently at the market. You have a daycare center, and so all the traders who go to do business in the market, if you have a small child, you can go leave the child in the daycare center. They'll look after the child while you do your work. It has a clinic, so if anybody is ill, you go to the clinic. There will be nurses and health professionals there to look after you. And after they look after you, if they give you a prescription, there will be a pharmacy in the market where you can go and get your drugs. The market will have a women's bank. The Women Development Bank, a branch will be in the market. And it will have washrooms and toilets. And so if you feel like answering to nature's call, there will be a toilet. After the day's work, if you want to bath before you go home, there will be showers for you to go and take a bath. And then it will have 10 warehouses. So if you bring your stuff to the market and you're not able to finish selling, there will be a warehouse where you can go and put your stuff. It will be locked up. The next day when you come, you go and take your stuff and then you continue your business. And for my northern brothers, the butchers, there will be a butcher shop, a meat shop, and so you can sell meat there. But not only a butcher shop, there will also be a cold store. So if you don't finish selling the meat, you keep it in the cold store. The next day you bring it and come and continue selling. There will be a modern restaurant. So those of you who like to go and sit, have air conditioning, they give you fork and knife to eat. They give you a napkin to put over your shirt. But of course, the price too will be much higher. There will be one restaurant in the market. But for those of us who don't have enough money, and we go and we eat in Apotoyua, and we eat with our hands, and then we have to go and wash our hands before we come and eat, there will be 10 food courts, like chop bars. And then there's a supermarket, what today we call mall. There will be a mall in the market. And then there will be 6 guest rooms. So if you come from somewhere and you don't finish your business, or it's too late to go back to your village or your town, there will be a guest house, 6 rooms, you can share, you go and pay a little something, they give you a bed, you sleep, the next day you continue your work. There will be, for my Fulani brothers, there will be a livestock bay. And so when you bring your cows to come and sell, you have a special cattle area where you can keep your cows. While you do your business. Then there will be an office space for the administrator and his staff. Every market will have a market administrator. He will be responsible for running the market, making sure the market is clean and that everybody follows the regulations of the market. There will be a waste yard, and so you will find people drink sachet water and just throw it about. Every day the market will be cleaned nicely and all the garbage will be sent to the waste yard so that the waste management people can come and take it away. For those who don't get a stall or a lockable shop, we'll have an open area. You can bring your umbrella and your small table and you can sit there and sell. We call that the open retail area. So for those who can't pay for a shop or a stall, there's an open area where you can come and sit, bring your items and come and sell. The 24-hour economy is ultimately about making Ghana more productive, and it seeks to remove the bottlenecks that prevent businesses from growing by improving infrastructure, strengthening logistics chains, supporting agro-processing, expanding access to markets, and encouraging investment across strategic sectors of the economy. The success of this policy will not be measured by the number of hours people work. It will be measured by the number of businesses that expand, the number of young people who secure meaningful employment, the number of farmers who earn better incomes, and the number of Ghanaian products that successfully compete within regional and international markets. And that is why projects such as this model market occupy such an important place within our national development agenda. Our vision for the Volta region extends far beyond these individual projects. Under the 24-hour economy, we have what we call the Volta Economic Corridor. The Volta Economic Corridor will be one of Ghana's most strategic growth corridors by integrating agriculture, manufacturing, aquaculture, logistics, inland water transport, renewable energy, tourism, and export-led industrialization into a single economic ecosystem. And under this ecosystem, it will be a place where production, processing, transportation, and trade reinforces one another. And so communities such as Obrempong, with their strategic location and productive capacity, will serve as an important commercial and industrial hub under the Volta Economic Corridor, helping Ghana add greater value to its products before they reach the domestic and international markets. No discussion about Obrempong can be complete without recognizing the historic contribution of the Volta Star Textile Limited. Which for many years symbolized hope, employment, and industrial progress while supporting thousands of families and shaping the community's economic identity. Government is determined to restore the legacy of the Volta Star Textiles Limited. We are going to do this through strategic partnerships, investment mobilization, and modernization of the factory's operations. And I'm pleased to inform you that this process has made very significant progress. We appointed a transactions advisor. We advertised for strategic investors to apply. They applied, they submitted bids, and we have selected one strategic investor to partner us to revitalize the factory. And I wish to inform Togbu Mamao and the workers of Volta Star Textiles Limited that very soon the transaction advisor is bringing the strategic investor to visit the factory and start the design for modernizing the factory. The revitalization of this factory will create sustainable jobs in the Obrempong area. It will strengthen Ghana's textile value chain, and it will reposition Obrempong as a vibrant industrial hub, complementing our broader investments in agriculture, commerce, and infrastructure. And one of the things somebody asked was where we're going to get the cotton to spin. Arrangements are being made to sign a memorandum of understanding with the government of Benin to supply us with cotton from Benin to feed the factory in Ghana. The resilience of the people of this region has been tested in recent years. The spillage of the Akosombo and Kwong dams caused significant hardship for many families, affecting homes, farms, businesses, and livelihoods across several communities. Government has remained fully engaged in addressing the aftermath of that unfortunate event. The necessary verification, assessment, and administrative processes relating to compensation are being concluded, and I wish to assure all affected people that government remains committed to ensuring that the process is finalized fairly, transparently, and responsibly. Once this process is finalized, the Minister of Finance made allocation in this year's budget to start the payment of compensation. If the money allocated is not enough, allocation will be made in next year's budget to continue the payments. But our commitment goes beyond compensation. We remain focused on supporting recovery efforts that restore livelihoods, rebuild communities, and strengthen resilience against future challenges. And let me add a message. I know the Volleyball Bridge is also very dear to your hearts. Recently, a delegation led by the road minister, and incidentally, our revered traditional leader who spoke here was a member of that delegation. They went to Japan and concluded on the Volleyball Bridge. A contractor, they are going through the procurement processes to choose the contractor who will execute the bridge. We have to choose a new contractor because, unfortunately, over the last 8 years, the delay in activating the bridge, the contractor who had been chosen to carry out the works got fed up and pulled out. So now we have to go through a new process to select a new contractor. And I'm assured that before the end of the year, that process will finish. The contractor will come and will cut the sword for the start of work. To the young people of Obrempong and Volta region, I encourage you to see the changing economic landscape and fortunes of Ghana as an invitation to participate actively in our dear nation's transformation. Opportunities are emerging from agriculture, agro-processing, manufacturing, logistics, commerce, digital services, creative industry, and entrepreneurship. And these will increasingly reward those who are innovative, disciplined, and prepared to work. Government will continue creating the enabling environment, but it is your enterprise, your creativity, and your determination that will ultimately drive lasting prosperity for our people. So today's shortcutting is an expression of confidence in the future of Obrempong. And I'm happy that the 24-hour market is being situated here. This is the heart of Obrempong, and this is where the original market was. And I want to thank our mothers and our daughters who were affected by the dislocation to site this market here, and to assure them that when the market is finished, they will be given priority in acquisition of the stalls and the lockable shops. We have to give to those who were displaced before we consider other people. In addition, your Member of Parliament, our hard-working Minister of Foreign Affairs, indeed, I mean, being here, I must tell you that he's among my hardest working ministers. And every credit that I have attained on the international scene, it is he who has done the legwork. The UN resolution on reparations, it was him who did all the traveling to convince the 123 countries to vote for us. The repatriation of our citizens from South Africa who were being chased away and beaten, it was him who did the legwork, arranged the charters to airlift our citizens safely home. And so, Togbi Wogbeji, I wish to commend you very highly. But in addition, for our mothers and others who were dislocated from this place, he has acquired 100 deep freezers to be distributed to you. So 100 deep freezers, you can see some of them on this side, to compensate you for the inconvenience while we go ahead and build this market. And so today's shortcutting reflects government's determination to invest in communities with the potential to drive production. Together with the revitalization of the Volta Star Textile Limited, the implementation of the Volta Economic Corridor, and our continued commitment to supporting communities affected by the dam spillage, this project signals a new phase in the development of this historic town. I call on the contractor, the supervising institutions, our traditional authorities, and every member of this community to work together to ensure that this project is delivered on schedule and to the highest standard possible. Let this market become a symbol of what is possible when government and the people work together with a shared sense of purpose. May God bless the chiefs and people of Obrempong. May God bless the chiefs and people of the Volta region, and may he continue to bless our homeland, Ghana. I thank you.
We have observed that the First Deputy Speaker has a way of using the rules to stampede parliamentary oversight. You've all observed that he started the attack on our backbenchers. Anytime our backbenchers were had the opportunity to be on their feet, he will use the rules to frustrate them. The rules are not meant to be used to intimidate, frustrate, and as he's trying to do, bring Parliament to a standstill. We've tolerated the First Deputy Speaker for quite some time. Even today, you realize that the question I was asking was a public interest question. This is a government policy that is seeking to start SIM registration afresh. They claim that people use unverifiable identities to get SIM registration cards. And our question is, at what cost? How many people were identified to have used stolen IDs and all of that? Especially so when the minister himself said it will be at no cost to the subscribers. That's a harmless question. It's the interest of the Ghanaian public to know how much it is costing the nation. In any event, the previous registration came at a cost. So we need to know what procurement processes are being followed and all of that. And this is the First Deputy Speaker who sits in as a presiding officer, claiming to know the rules and saying that no, it's a new question. Meanwhile, that answer was provided by the minister. And the rules under 891 allows you to anchor your supplementary question on an answer given by the minister. For the purpose of clarification. So this is just our protest. We protested the posture of the First Deputy Speaker using the rules to frustrate us. And as you observe, even his own side disagreed with him. The majority leader himself realized that what he was doing was wrong. It's the reason why we walked out.
Our standing orders, it says in order 266 that meetings of committees, and the committee of the whole is also a meeting of the committee. So it says that proceedings of a committee shall be held in public except otherwise determined by the committee. So I asked them to convince the entire committee to want to sit in public. But if you don't convince the entire committee to agree to sit in public, you cannot force a committee to sit in public. And they walked away. They couldn't convince the committee to sit in public, and rather opted to walk out and abandoned the question. Meanwhile, the governor himself knew that there would be journalists. So his answers are actually captured in a press release. He was willing to even share it with the journalists. So I want you to know that there is nothing that the governor is afraid of answering in public. It is just that I believe that we must adhere to our rules. And if indeed your interest is in finding out something about the way that the finances of this country are being managed, the man who is managing the city in front of you, you can ask the question and then satisfy yourself that the finances are being properly managed. You can use the information in your engagements in other areas and on other platforms. But clearly, what the minority has done is to show that they are not interested in the question and the answers to the question. They are interested in the media optics.
ara na ehia ampa odo wunya odo e de ma wo ma ya ehu hia na ma o man mu nsem enye wa hia sem if say Ghana ne ye nkro Ghana ne ye ndie ye ni ba bia akọ aha ana ye nso nyankropon echiche wiase ni nyina wode Ghana nso be pie ye say ye ntena ha no ma ye asase pa asase yantam a ye dua nua no bai wo so a eye ma ye nkura ensu atwa ye ho ahia se ensu ye betimi anom bi ye betimi de adi dwumadi ahodo nyina nanso enei ebinim pesami nkuminya ebinim selfish interest na womayi odo a womde ma omomanti galamsey ana womo ye okrom ha ana womu tu fom womu tu nsuom womu tu forest reserves forest ayeja ebo man ye chidom no womu tu wuram no makotu galamsey wo ho oni odo ma oman no aye wonko wo pesami nkuminya the individual parochial interest of individuals enope ana emaso a eguso emaso ewo kromu a nanka omampani the first gentleman of this land His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say munyai galamsey tu munya niema ye munje license na muntu agudia no okwan paso nanso da bi onipa da sani say ope cheap way ope fast way enti yensuo ededa kroma nyina me na wode ka say wo every galamsey prone area river edaho asay me na wode ka say enti ayensa ka say ukokumase a Lake Bosomtwe mpatam ho baby wamutu galamsey wo ho wamutu galamsey eti krom ha nti odo no ye woman man no e wo hifa woman ye munsam ehia na ye bekoso ye beka no kra no ye de ye beka ye de na mom se waye oman ba boni na eye galamsey ana wo dwene se wo sensuo na wo sensase no ebeboa woman ya tokoso na sade nantwie ni maame di ni podu awo no a anka ne to no okonfo a wabeje kom enka won sam da abusia we are live on TV SYZ and Power 97.9 FM inside politics jumedi esire asen atena sebio yare nsama hodo atwagu oman Ghana ha baby biara wote yenka yare ba besom se ye ofie wadwuma ma na ase wo ka mu yare ase se waje bre se nenso ye momode na ye ni sa jumedi wei emfa emom ti kan ho kopim se 6 pm bebo na ye nyina ye ni nkoma hodo ekoso oman Ghana ha ye mpene po masibre endi mpanifo nhihye ya omo ye achi sabiri bia na beboa na temebufo nso yenso ye ho etimi ato yen ukọ MCR Mr. Raf Jampo director ho Mr. Peter Cranton ho Abbas Mr. Emmanuel Kisi Mr. Emmanuel Nete wamo ana ewo eye MCR na abiri bia omo hihye TV no so sebe na nso betimi agebre ahwe dwumade ebi Lizzy ana twi ani makeup ewo fia hanom sei afei eye William Sefa ani Kofie Santene ne womo gina cameras na chi a womo twa dwumade no omo so omo de asom Mr. Kelvin Asante ono ne me producer wabo mode ahihye sensemi nyina samen so memra na memra medi hu chiame abusia midi the NK Obrempong the grassroots president okuapeman kanea tutu akuapem de se minya tena se pe na waka ya hye ne so se eye no kredie eye pepepe yo eye yedie eye kwampa biara o man Ghana betimi afa so afa no ntrema pa bi de fra se beye na wotemamuni wo Ghana ni nso mfa so die bia beba so no won satimi aka wo de Nyankopon se wan hira wo a enke Obrempong me se mempene da se won so wajebre se ye ni djumadi enfemum ukọ Facebook ayen platforms no ho ba ko ye at power 979 at power 979 na fe wabo woden wajebre no wahwe djumadi ni bi ho TV XYZ enso ewo Facebook na mobo modern kopiem ewo YouTube aye XYZ broadcaster na fe honso inside politics djumadi etwaguo no wajebre ahwe bi na de wadwenkyere ato ase wo mrepemu yebeken kan sembi a wode agu ho na ye de aboa djumadi yi Nyankopon chira mempreda enen sema hodo ana etwagu ewo eye efie hanom sei ya pe ni nchirechire mu ese na efata ne yɛde ba bɛsom wɔn Kofi Tonto Ababekasa wano former head of information and public affairs at the Ghana embassy in Washington DC and now aide to Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia wakochiro say Kumasi Accra Express Road His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama Ebabeyenum so far aban ayusu beye $1 billion. Hey, and then can you see Kaketo Kofi Tonto 1 billion ba. Na anu ye diaba. Yes, I say without laying a kilometer of asphalt, the government has already spent about $1 billion on the Kumasi Accra Expressway, just pre-construction works and clearing of woods. Won't mean worse. These guys are criminals. I will say, I remember on this uncle, Mrs. Auntie, you better go to home, come on there. You better be a BM. It's TikToker Camila, I was born modern about your quarter TikTok. Far phone seen him. A super woman penny, Ghana man penny, the first gentleman of this land. His Excellency the President John Dramani Mama. Na onye abayo hwe so abayo e fa camera sinanim edi dioman pani atam sabre ne nsam no egoso ekoso a ene e court de wodi bia kone abapa ye bebomoden na afei sansam no so yadomu esukọ ye beko eye yoko any NIB arrest so far woma ye the past officials of the MPP woma yatechi wom say under the leadership of His Excellency the former president Nana Akufo-Addo no wɔn mu asikasɛm bebree fa wɔn nsa se yɛbɛhwɛ so far nipa he ana wɔn atimi akyɛ wɔn sika he ana akɔkɔdi wɔn akakye a sabre di aban no hwehwɛ so ɔbɛgyina adeɛ His Excellency the president John Dramani Mahama sabre wɔn nenam a wɔkɔ ɛyɛ voter region wakɔ akɔkɔdu resetting Ghana tour wakɔ akɔpie mu wɔ hɔ a okotwa ahoma mu for 18 construction of 18 a year 24-hour economy model market. And also voter region no across the district. Obia eba no waba benyane de abusia ye beda ne ye ho aba sesi a ye ba pe sensemi ye ba be biem twen ye ba. Abuja misamo akwa babio at about TVS YZ ne Power 97.9 FM inside politics Jumedio City and some would I etwegu o man Ghana mu ade di nesere fata se won so wobetimi anya ho ntiase ana yabomode abobo asensem ya no na ye de ba besom obabi a wagebre na wo hwe ya na se wutie live on Power 97.9 FM midi the enke Obrempong Mitra Jumedio so akonya kase mu ere ama Mugabe master the capacity man commander of the 900 million angels. Commander baby a war ne ewi enyumre enke Obrempong mesi Nyankopon wan hyira wa enya de a me peneda ko Facebook yen platforms no ho at Power 979 FM na wabiem wo Facebook na watimi ahwe dwumade bi TVSYZ enso ewo Facebook na mom YouTube de XYZ broadcasting na ho so inside politics dwumade no ahwe bi dwumade ne koso adwen kire bi ebeba otrim trofato ase wamrepemu yebeka nkan ne yede abo adwumade yi Nyankopon enhyira wa mempreda yeto adwumade ni so a na yekọ MPP for Akachi Kofi Tonto former head of information and public affairs at the Ghana embassy in Washington DC one no said here ono oye aide to Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia flag bearer of the MPP atro ensembi ewo on Facebook I patch say Accra Kumasi Express Road for the first time in the history of this country a BNC da na under the leadership of His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama so be expressway efin kran ade akokumase na timi aboa adwadefo akwantefo ahohare so wobra won betimi akokumase ene nkran aboa connected to other regions Kofi Tonto abeka ensem bebre a pedifo che say very very misleading na oko Facebook and wakotro nsem we egu ho opa kira se sia yemfa asphalt ba kokura mpo egu Accra Kumasi Express Road no so no abayi spending already no $1 billion ewo Accra Kumasi Expressway no so na sa $1 billion no eno yese yede proper kwam etutu nua ene niema esisi kwan ne kwan keke ana ama sabre yi abana yusu sa $1 billion yi eno ana eye the clarification about press release clarification on the accounting treatment of Accra Kumasi Express way no one so di aba na one more kase dabi enya no kre the Kofitonto akwa chro from Controller and Accountant General Department no the Kofitonto akwa chro ni nyina no bosurom ka enya no kre eti yankan Controller and Accountant General Department for one more letter one so edi aba be tobontin e ba be kire nsemu na yen nyina the attention of the Controller and Accountant General Department has been drawn to claims circulating on social media suggesting that government has spent almost 11 billion Ghana cedi on the Accra Kumasi Expressway project, even though the main construction works have not started. The Controller and Accountant General Department wishes to clarify that this claim is based on a misunderstanding of government accounting procedures. The Accra Kumasi Expressway is one of government's flagship infrastructure projects to avoid the delays, funding challenges, and cost overruns that have affected similar projects in the past. Government, acting through the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund, established the Accra Kumasi Expressway Limited, a special purpose vehicle to implement the project. The company is classified as a state-owned enterprise for funding and accounting purposes. Following Parliament approval of the concession, government earmarked proceeds from the annual budget funding amount and mineral royalties in the 2025 budget to finance the project. The approved funds were transferred from the consolidated fund into a dedicated Bank of Ghana account. The Controller and Accountant General Department wishes to emphasize that these funds have not been paid into any contractor or spent on construction works. They remain in the dedicated Bank of Ghana account pending project execution. The ongoing right of way clearing by the Ghana Armed Forces is a separate preparatory activity and is not being financed from these funds. The Controller and Accountant General Department also wishes to clarify that government operates at the levels central government compromising ministries, departments, and agencies, MDAs and MDAs, local government comprising metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies, MMDAs, and government business entities falls. Under government accounting rules, every transfer of money from central government, the consolidated fund, to another government entity outside the central government accounting group, MDAs, is recorded as grant expenditure in the books of central bank and as granted revenue in the books of the receiving entity. This is a standard accounting treatment and does not mean the receiving entity has spent the funds. The same principle applies to transfers made to institutions such as the District Assemblies Common Fund, GET Fund, and the National Health Insurance Authority. 80. From the Controller and Accountant General Department. Asi Kofitonto Bua and Semina Kofitonto, the former head of Information and Public Affairs at the Ghana Embassy in Washington, D.C., as I say, oye aid to Alhaji Mahamadou Bawumia, flag bearer of the MPP, Kofitonto and Semo Kokano Wabua, the Ekumi say Oye, ɔfrɛ NDC for criminals. Hey, Kofi Tonto. A pot calling kettle black. Call a pot. I want to wafre kettle black. Jabidia want to wafre kota se oye tuntum. Jabidia at say MPP for. I want to wafre kota so what oye tuntum Kofi Tonto. Do you know criminals? How many of your officials have been arrested so far? Mr. Santi, give me the data. Yamubonche Kofi Tonto. Then when we talk about criminals, you see them. This is the Kumasi Accra Expressway. And then the question is, a soldier for a member by member will chrome. Wamugu so wamu clear kwano. Wamubu nyagu. Wamubu eme I wokwem bibi bia ABC sa express road yi kwan. And then that one ni ma wo hwe no. Na soldier for ati omu ho agum. Na omu ye adwuma. Na sa ni suade huni. Ebi entimi eni MPP for afa. Na wamu nim se de ye kwan papa. Wamu nim se de ye interchange. Wamu nim se de wamu be ye development project ebe bo man Ghana ntino. Yanto ye nkrofo ngum. Yanto ye nkrofo ngum na omu nkodi di president John Dramani Mahama tam. Wamu nkwa na omu nkodi di NDC for atam. So omu ye criminals Kofi Tonto. If you see a criminal, ube hunu. The party aye Okroma for the past 8 years. Under the former president and under Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, what is more criminal than that? I didn't hear criminal sense, sir. The AC way, a BC Ghana da. The president John Dramani Mahama, any NDC abai aye, a BC wame muda, a BSC or baby obi mekan chirame. You're soldier for a mama. And wamu gu kwayem, and wamu gu pom, and wamu tu miasie, e bie kwanum, se beye na expressway roadway bebaso. And yamingwa, the former roads and highways minister wanu, every Ashanti region, Krabeka say, kwane wu yama Ashanti region, Etebeya President Mama Onyai. She tent, and a soldier for abuba omodem. And wamudi yes, Jumawe, and so MPP fuani. They don't even respect them. But yes, suma Kofi Tonto. Na Kofi Tonto nko. Na wonko kase. Way na buy na spend it. Kofi Tonto, talk about National Cathedral. How much did your government spend there? How much did your government spend there? How much within 8 years? How much did your government borrow? Kofi Tonto, within 8 years. Sika say na wo waban oboro ye bosia say na moje sika say ana mububu passport office go here already here mububu 11 bungalows belonging to judges already here go here mububu Malian ambassador already here go here mububu niema hodo already here go here. How much moye evaluation properties and another Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia Ekagu from already, Kofi Tonto, wouldn't even evaluation, wouldn't even value after some boost those properties. Musai invested almost $100 million in a hole, in a pit. You are there calling people criminals. Kofi Tonto. Sometimes I don't know why people still give attention to people like Kofi Tonto. Yes, I will tell you. And this said, Baby Ghana, we don't need people like this. No. Wababeka 1 billion. Mumi se Kofi Tonto say, ne record se kutano wai. Ne documents ekutano a ekire say, abaya yusu 1 billion so far on the Accra Kumasi Expressway. No, where are the documents? You talk like kids. Some of the MPP communicators, Moka sat to say, Abofra Fen Yacha ne Kasa, Abofra Nanontiye, and Kofi Tonto is one of them. Anytime I'm on the TV, so on our radio, so no, then I laugh. Because he's part of the reasons why I was my way and can sign under him. Or Kwatina Washington DC, then they see her. As head of information and public affairs, then they see Washington DC, Kofi Tonto, under you. Then I want to be here, Waba beka and abai you use $1 billion. What are your documents? My auntie is a CSA confidant of our documents, bra MPs, Beba Quatina form. But Wakoka says somewhere if you didn't time so we are seeing there. We after NDC4, including the president, said they are criminals. Because that project, President John Dramani Mahama. So if you say these guys are criminals, you are adding the president to it. Mokramu nye criminals. Mo. Every sector under Kofi Tonto, government, MPP, every sector, Mabokrono, Mawieska. Sika Mawian Woman were Adekatwa. Yanko National Service Authority. Yanko says here, MPP for so far, Iyoko, any NIB, Achiwam, any Sika, Aquakodi woman chain. Abusia, and then the TV, so come live on TVSYZ, go to Facebook at 979 FM. Facebook Kubenya, TVSYZ, Tubenya, Nafe, one penny for almost 7 and the Kufuadwa, Yachiwam. Ni yamo mobile no makofie yamo boso osesi be entry former executive director Edema National Service Authority 650 million your friend is saying Ghana cedis. Me says can remember the saying old cedis num just a trillion on the 650 million Ghana cedis or say SCB entry. Pepe, wow, Pepe. Jessica, good. Jessica, I a good TV so. Kofi Tonto, mon friend baby, or no machine. They are the party, past officials are. Yoko, any NIB, at Chiwam, former officials. Oh, Yachiwam, Aqua Yoko, Yachiwam, and Yako, NIB, and a Gusuano. Osasi Banki 650 million Ghana cedis. 50 million egu achire no nkwa akra no. 50 million nkwa yet it is kind of 500 billion. Oyama show. Oyama show wo. Wonu de MPP fire 600 million no ebema osan mon calculate 50 million pano. Yet it is kind of 500 billion. You want, and Kofi Tonto, you are talking. Yanko number 2, Abdul Wahab Hanan Alodiba, former National Food Buffer Stock Company CEO, allegedly attempted to withdraw in form of a frozen account while standing trial over financial loss. 78 million Ghana cedis. What the quantity is 780 billion. Abdul Wahab Hanan. Wafa yanko Dennis Miracle abajiwo na nse ya chain wo no kwada mu no yanko no hono yehwe Dennis Miracle abaje former executive secretary interministerial coordinating committee on decentralization 55 million Ghana cedis titisikano 550 billion procurement Dennis Miracle abaje akwasha ne to iyoko ache no anu woman bail 50 million say o fie Okokot Yanko Kwabena Dubu Ahine ono si a former director general National Signals Bureau 49.1 billion million Ghana cedis. That's 491 billion old Ghana cedis. These people, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, MPP for Yachiwam, and then the Bushia Mebo Swatcher where we are. Freunia no Meshabi. Adi MPP for the adi o man Ghana friend uniano friend mame friend papa kasada ba show TVSYZ pound 7.9 FM womu yi MPP sika hodo akwakodi mpanifo bi nkyai bra na be hwabi na next time mo kwoto aba 1-2 aba MPP for efisa mo finance minister Ghana dia wacheche sa sika we Ghana oni krom ha wakwaje green card wa America Yanko Bernard Antribu Asiako, dodo na friend chairman wuntumi. Asante region, ano chairman wo ho. Anima MPP amanyo kuo no. Wano 30 million from Exim Bank or the fraudulent document and a kwaji loan no. Such chairman wuntumi. chairman ajebesi antua ajebesi amfa anye de wose me de ye e wose sa na ye frɛ wo chairman adada exim bank chairman adada exim bank e wose sa na ye frɛ wo ntumi if you say what the fraudulent document and a dada exim bank for eji sa 30 million Ghana cedis road contract ahodoɔ koko road contract ahodoɔ ɔgye yɛ wanyɛ de ɔyɛ nso wayɛ sapete ɔkɔ samra boy ɔdavɛte tano river ɔdavɛte river samre and wotu agudie wɔ ɔman mu me na ɔde ka sɛ nsuo yɛ ɛtɔɔyɛ on the 29th day of June 2026 nsuo no nyinaa kɔ tai samra boy about 30% of the town chairman wuntumi ntia and then amo kano and then amo se mo ye kofitanto wo se wan na ye criminal no jabidie ofre ko ta tuntum ye be kire mo ase hwe bra ma ba okromu a ye nkokofi akpalu ho ono awon one party na mum no sanso ma MPP akpalu LPG gas no sanso ma MPP etini hu bom kofi akpalu na dada ho no oye leader of the Liberal Party of Ghana LPG tie Osi wano ne no investigated for alleged fraud, finance loss, dissipation of public funds, just a falsification and money laundering. Kofi Akpalu. Iyo kwa cheno. Ame ya mani bail. Anu wapie. Epenifo nyina yedi omasem. Amu nyina everything here happen under MPP. Bibia unu wa. From 2017 I had to me up to 2025 na nado dan kwaku for see from say Ghana man pani and nkrofo years as ka wanyina okromu a MPP for under them woma disika papa woma hwie o man yo da bia meka MPP for hwie o man MPP for hwie o man na se NDC antimi amomodele na se champagne for we yandi yesika amoma nko jela Ghana for fan chamoda. Samantimi and Jessica. Samantimi and for punishment so and tunklo for way to so Ghanaians will not and never forgive you people. And this me catch them on animal tie. Yan trust you number 7. Edwin Alfred Provinca, former managing director at the Bust. One also alleged financial irregularities involving Bust and the gold for oil program. But me say, oh, yeah, gold for oil la. You fuel the beba from. You better petrol for gold for oil bow kromano and the price is crack also. Na Edwin Alfred Provinca, one and managing director of Bost. It's one also in one some da ho. Ah, ya twino abo so. Ya do apetesi ru so. One or two apetesi boka. Apetesi wano pe maso kofi juma wano pe na kromu a watimi aton apetesi ne wabo ka fumfram eti maso kofi juma eye former managing director de ma Gihok ho apetesi no mto ho ensa ya wiabo ane ya ton ho wo boka say twem na mutie alleged financial irregularities involving Gihok resources eti ano de Gihok sika no oh wa dibi papa wa main Kofi Juma wa main ye and Kofi Tonto etwa say nipa do we no nyina ho ana wa ba be ka kire yen say and this for a criminal visa if it's almost $1 billion and the clear Accra Kumasi expressway wa bre kwa only any document to back it. Eti NDC form ebeye kom no ma hwe na Kofi Tonto akeka sensem wo ya fine ayes ade amonche no Kofi Tonto bu amonche no arrest him, let him come forward with evidence to prove someone use $1 billion ampa ade Accra Kumasi expressway we no ayes ade Ghana for agidi Ghana for one mo gidi mo ni ma me ka kire babu say to jumede no so fe ma na fe yanko. And then the Accra Circuit Court, Ajeli Kamila Al Hassan. Abayua onye when we far phone na ensem wo ehonte Mr. Sante ensem no menka bio abayo wa video ensem okeka wo mu no up to date one video a mesia bia me bo not interested me mpese mahunu bio abayo we etam phone si nanim edidi President John Dramani Mahama tem ensem okan wo kwakwato wako plead guilty efisa asem a wo kan no ni nyina so wadwene nya adwuma ana Mr. Santi yenye video no na ne nsem no kan ne sem ebobo so a asem ya na meka etiana the Accra Circuit Aya Court after say Camilla lost and April guilty another year in wama jail no 1 year on fan kwada prison na adwene na da trim no reset mram. This is how I was a near Messifa Crow. Muchoma jail them. If they are not able to prove whatever they put out there, jail them, send them to prison with hard labor. Na adwene no reset mram. Because we MPP ni eti ya kire se mo de ya atem na atete mo takrama so eti mo nya obi a mo pe okrom a enya nwanwa ya ti emaywa we ya na party mpanifo na mo de ya kire oh we dey say kabi ma min kabi ya free speech ya adwenkire ada ne yakwache no yentie Camilla the santi same mo boss ntime bobo and some of the President John Dramani Mahama man nay the Accra Circuit Court and na 12 months eswa judge at least 5 to obeba bonteno o kasa kire no wa ha ebe pie wa ha Camilla say mo keka ni bi o say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama atum mofra mo na ne nkola nketenkete da tie 1 year swa me ya jaja Camilla nka be ko 17 years ebe onwa wo be pie beba na adwene fu wani achi wo de be ya futuo e de ama wo ma wo be ma wadwene ya adwuma no wan sade asem ha wo kromu a ekwanya wo be fa so na wa address asem no fa phone didi mampani atem se wo yemba 1 year so a say to say President Mahama kura no one Miss Belada I be 16 years. Oh, what's the President Mahama nada? Kokot fa kwa was me meboa na meboa me jitu meboa 1 year nyame na ajo. I say someone should assassinate President and his wife Lordina. Obi ku President Mahama ne yiri Lordina nyina na wo ti ase. O man paniwu Camilla wo ti ase. Emi ya semi waste me energy on my way ho because be bia ni tirenum was saying Obrempong ma bebe tire hai na nka eniema ma pani John Dramani Mahama ye na me boboso but I have to waste my energy on these people because if you are one more tinamu no woman nya papa bia antete wom woman nya mame pa bi anka nyansasem ankyere omuti amofra omudi MPP achi na omudi mpanifo atem mo mame no na mo kire se wo mama mo ntete pa ma wofo na mo nkwa asore wo man fa nyamisuro antetemo etimu dimpanifo atem Camilla wose ene John Mahama ka by this time then aka wo ya ho okrom ha wo ya MPP ni etikodi dia ni sini atem sa ne ya kire wo ukoba abesa ko bi mesa de wakokot obedam bio o say Ibrahim Mahama kro ye cocaine wo the doctor ka ho Dr. Ibrahim Mahama papa be on said that engineers and planners penny enay my side they are sending sa wo to go the ma gold board na sika ba o man mu oye cocaine for prove ko asimi ni prove na meboa Camilla obedam oba be san dem bio o san say Ibrahim Mahama onu kro oye money laundry abaye kan semo I say President John Dramani Mahama is a drunkard and ono kidney issues cry I just say and son one no money and I'm on kidney issues tie nsema abaye no kaka kire President John Dramani Mahama I say Mahama ye Mr. Santi we dey me trouble cause yampani Camilla obedemato oba mesen me enka Obrempong me say review what after 1 year over dem bio ose mama you stupid Sam George awia o man Ghana sika ose mama no wia cars UK asipi abagana woton Ibrahim mama wia cars afi UK asipi abagana woton okay mate ose jo mama eneku atamas eneku emisata sentence ni swa eso I was a Camilla least it should have been 5 years wo de credit and kan ho awia I was say wadwene na da utiri no next time bia no ubie wa no say wo be kasa I was say wo dwene ho be 20 ansa na wabie wa no akasa me de melo ameye nyame yadom na me be jaja na me nyankola bi say ya mbe yanko tie Camilla ne lawyer a odi nachi Kwadwo Jamfi Bonsu ne nsem a wono so wade tudwa yakoba beto aso
before and then na wadi kan edinaba court ama wono abe plead guilty to the offenses are at the ball but then e ba no na chese ne obeje ne punishment and as a judgment na court no etrance no on say first count na ye the ball no ya involve the electronic abuse no court they say only jurisdiction that is only who to me as I say structure in district court no it won't mean for punishment no emma no it because of that no court e boss account here then egu ye and the bar the second counter abuse of public conduct in the end so court say ma many D4 when no dey o to me say so tie no the punishment here the man no enti a lawyer for X-ray say ohun ne mobo na onti nanim enye the enche no mo be kaya sa punishment no second count no the whole punishment there up a maximum of 3 years misdemeanor but a maximum of 3 years but court no na adwunim ne say ma menu su na oda na die no koso bebre wo Ghana ha sisi enti esese oye bibia ebetimi aye de broni beka se deterrent se de be ya ankrofo bebre enti mi form ho hye sa no manu na lawyer for asrebia ma me ne say onkodam fiase afi baako enti na one aban kokko enti se muhu ya na chese de kosi ya se Camilla Alhassan court say onkodam afi baako se o de ba bosumi mu ana chese ko be se bosumi nwotwe na chese on 57
Alhassan asabre the circuit court abomodin ajeli no 1 year so onko prison se wadidi o mampani ni nuatam aka ensem a enimu a oni nyina so agu om so na emfanya nhwesode emfama afoforo wa MPP mu eye me de se ade we abeya nhwesode now obia wo bedidi wo mampani atam o mampani security agencies na nche no wo mfa no court when timia substantiate ni sama waka jail that person jail no fanuko prison said the Camilla ko nemom aye years no moment ko soro 5 years kra ye no mundam na sa niema we eto ntimi ntwa abisa enko victory garlic mixer fo aso ye na embra na enu ahodo a wo a eboa asa nipa yade na hode atra ye nipa duam wodie wo mu a bomode na koto victory nanom ebeboa ho ye ko be beto aso
Enya victory garlic mixture na wati ni dinatiati ni se na edro ni tie na no pasem ne se edro we adwuma ye titru pa ne se ebeboa ananna ne srade ewo ni padua ni muntin mu ama ohu atɔ kura de dika obabi wo ho a okomfikyire a ema edro ewu hia ye victory garlic mixture ebi kura wo bekɔ a ewie wo ansa na ba eye victory e na wu hia wunya victory no ma na busumi biara ubenya ofikyire akwa empa ho kura eno de akira obi wo ho ani ti na tadwa no obi wo ho ye adwuma kakra bia no abrɛ na nakoma bɔ ne periperi ni nyina ye mogya entimi mfa akoma nu nkwa adwene mu eno ne kɔfa saa de ne ba odofo mesrew so wo ho na wonsɛm ta adwew ebi a wonsa no sei ana wonam ro mu na esifom no kura ewew ana ayatufo said the different ato mpaboa mu a ɛyɛ victory and American farmer unum victory asa no ma yɛ bobɔ so nyina no ebegyae the ɔtɔ hɔ anadwo a wɔntini na wohia victory ɛmframa nyankopɔn de ama yɛn sɛ yɛnhome wo deɛ wohome a na wotie so ɔbrɛ a ɛyɛ victory ɛna ɛbɛtumi aboa wo yɛwɔ obi wɔ so a ɔwɔ hɔ a na nneɛma hye no a obiara na ne ka obiara nyɛ no hwee obi wɔ so a n'akoma bɔ ne pɛripɛripɛri ne nyinaa mogya ne ntumi nni afusa ne yɛ wɔ nipadua no ɛduru a wunya yɛ victory garlic mixture deɛ watwa bra yɛ adi a yɛ anaasɛ nkokodue ne nam no ho yɛ ne basabasabasa ɛyɛ victory ɛna mekamfo wunya victory bi no a ɛbɛboa wo sɛ doctor de wato aduro so sɛne a wobɛtumi anom victory na ka waduro wo nyinaa ne sɛ waduro no na abɛnom a meat aduasa na wanom wei so na abɛnom a na wanom victory no so akyi meat aduasa woyɛ ne sɛ biribiara bɛyɛ kama ama wo sɛ wo nan ase taataa woyɛ agya ho adwuma a mesrɛ wo aduru a mekamfo ama wɔayɛ victory garlic mixture mesrɛ wo nipa no bi adanse a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛfa wɔ ma adanse na tie na sɛ wo so kɔtɔ a wobɛnya saa adanse korɔ no a
ntwe mimpɛ dwan mintumi ne di meyare so mene kɔbɛyɛ 12 years ni ma num nduro mogyeduro 5 minutes de tim matoto ana sɛ na meti TV ho ntumi na mehwɛ ne mu sɛ moton duro bi asi victory herba victory garlic mixture ne mintɔ duro sa ba moduro no asa moduro no ɛyɛ papa ntumi ne di o me de nsa no me ne didi afi bi no so didi ya na afi nsa na afi bi no ntumi didi bi afi mi di ma edubone sa bi semi eno so no ntumi didi eno so mi be mu sa afi de eno so be du bi no ntumi didi bi afi mi hu de me nya me ma ti edo no kan wo TV so a na me kutu bi no me no edo no anopa eni awiane anwumre no ande no si afi mi ampara mi no adbibi am ntumi didi mi si afi na tora tam ko ye black masa modro no die edoni ye na nyame nhira mo
aje me pa me problem ye menstrual pains nda ne kakra o so me nya me menses no boso me ma me bre pa me brankasa me timi to ndro no na ne se manti se yesi ye bidro ha na makoto ba bia me we mtimi fa ka ekọ obi kru so ekoto bidro me timi no abi chese na victory ni dey in fact I don't know minim die wo mu die me koto obi me tie advert no TV so sada na me sorry anwunwe na me koto ye na dana me say ade yi to me paade mu no moja tropa yi to me paade mu ti me twa to me phone no so kula say ha adwene a anka me de betum aka ho na mo ahye te say so one hwe ye kwa baka se na bia me ya bo hye na me no maduro bi te say efi sada na yi sa moja troa no to me paade mu no me nya mezi se no maduro e ma me hu sa emoja se bi like say kwoti te say ni nyina flow kama ti victory tie mintimi enja ento ho te to de bia na mo ba abaso mo me so abaso na edun ne me di hu adanse
obi si me de cholesterol sa de bone na aba mi nipadua ma ba dia tenase waduro ye victory garlic mixture se wunya victory ni no ma cholesterol ne se ne nani e density bia no victory be yi ni nyina afi nipadua no odofo wo pe bia to anama ne 024 25 45 633 024 25 45 633 and 020 129 3280 020 129 3280 a victory mpunimdie ne de brem.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. we can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Hi. Now let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have here.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Yeah, Mesama Wakwaba Kasebio about TV XYZ ne pa 97.9 FM inside politics Jumedi Sini Akwanya Suni fa ne nsema hodo a etwagu ewo man Ghana ha de edi ne sefata se wonso ubetimi anya ho ntiase ne kwampa biara mpanifo ye nhyehyeye aboa se o man be fa ntema pa bi efra na abiri biara hia se ya eno komo ana yedi na etimi aboa na bibi biara nso etimi akoye midi the NK Obrempong me na midi Jumedi ho chiame e de ama enne ukọ Facebook ayem platforms no wo ho at Power 979 FM TV XYZ na wabomoden na wahwe Jumedi bi di wadwenkyerɛ e de ato akire mrepem no ye back in kind abo Jumedi YouTube eye XYZ broadcast na ho nso gibra ubetimi ahwe Jumedi bi di wadwenkyerɛ ato ase nyankopɔn enkyerɛ wa mempreda mamenka se X natural mineral water eye nsukuru gina emuda ho yie pa nuanenu ahodro bi e wo se nsuo timi nya na nipa no mo benya hotoso se e de apomuden ana ebre no mepacho ebi wo eye X natural mineral water mo e wo se won santimi nka bi nya won kwa wone wabusua nyina wo yere wo ma wo maame wo nua obi biara nsuo e wo se mo nom na munya ho ahotoso eye X natural mineral water na afi abiribia na apomuden yatimi atena mu se obeye yie obeye wedding obeye party obedi dwumadie bi anipa hodo be babi no mbe hia nsuo anom na be serve omde a mane ye X natural mineral water no bibiara odi nsuo be ma no obenya sa ahotoso no wa apomuden ensem kai na hye nso se ukọ me ko ma benya bebiri ato ho sa nso na minimart bi e ben wo enye nakra na emom wo shop na nso wate sanka boy na wo pensuo bi atu de agum na nso waton a na mmesa me de ba betu dwa no eye wo de afre on mejo so no mama X natural mineral water ni bi atu aton na nso age ho mfa so de agu ubotom 0596273546 0596273546 and 0596273547 0596273547 na fe won setimi aka X natural mineral water bi na de opesa wo de ye bi aboa onim se beboa no etimi edi sa adwumadi na busia ye twadwumadi so de amade a yenko hackefo ho wo mo na de hack semester ne hack sa capsules de aba edroi me boy ya osa ti ye bi aba bi a osa wo no wa sha se a wo dwane osa yare yare wa yie pa enti se eye na se eyew na wanya adrupa wo de be so ano a ebetete wa bra ba che ikuro eton honam ani kura etesen se bewuo na akwakoto yefunu mu yanko haksafo ho na enne wo maduro ni emu nkyire mu wo mo ntimi fensom champion haksa NK bibi aboko
Obajuma.
Ejankwa.
Rahana isi etwagu wana so ho sente mfifams no. Ejana no hye.
Betenase say dia. Ejankwa.
Aya no plan na wo kan ntina na
ye de betum.
It was here. Bese na wo fire aha no. Sana haksa so ebe fire
osa.
Simple.
Ghana 40 wo mo hwe nso.
Abusia ma me mfanchia emfa free hack healthcare. I shall say ye na ye de haxamisha and capsules at the bro. Na what they sa a yo stomach ulcer ye frumu crow ye frumu ya obiara ababa besio. Na me pa ucho de bia na ya na etufo na ye ka se wonim se wo stomach ulcer and ye na mesra wo se enuanu bia aya na ye sra wo se me e wo se wo twe ho firi ho no bo modern na de etwe ho firi se enuanu no ho. Obi nim so wo stomach ulcer pa obi nim say H pylori ewo ni nipaduanim obi nim say stomach ulcer ye kro bi e de ewo ni nipaduanim na nso wo se medidi na makonimu a medidi a enye mede se medidi na sebe mankotwa bi a medidi a enye mede obi adidi awie na nso edura na adwene okwakoda agise wo ye den wo sandi nuani bi a spices ayeden asa ya hyemuma afenso so carbonated drinks so no na obogu so sai ba ne sandia and ye be ma pains a wo te e wo awesome no ano akoswa ayedine enu nti ye be sure say twon ho free sane ma we nyina ho se ye kan say hen ka say jai di kura o esan say yare na ba ne ye say yare ni nti no wo be jai e de ato honum kakra nsa na emom no ye say yare ni wi a me say je wo pese wudi bia no obetumi adi nya abotre na ye mfa sa nuane no ensese wudi emra wanya stomach ulcer no yemfa nto nchen na yemfa haxamisha ne capsules emfa nsa yade ne ma na bebia enkoyie ene so yaba na yaba ya haxamisha and capsules na ye stomach ulcer se na de bia na ye kirekire mu amansan hunu no ulcer ne de kuro na kuro no so de aba oni padua ne no ba bia eto no ana doctor efa so e de atudin na de ya na ye mefe na ye medane se haxamisha and capsules no ensa ekura ewo wunsunum enya de ewo woyam anase ensa ekura ewo woyam enja de ewo wunsunum se eye peptic ulcer se eye gastric ulcer anase gastritis se eye esophageal ulcer se eye your friend is duodenal ulcer haxamisha and capsules beji wakagina mu adronani ebeyi ni nyina e de afiri ho hye so se adro weyi yade ba akopɛ na esa eye stomach ulcer asa enu ntene se ebia wo na ulcer abesoe wo so na ma ho yira wo anase enya wo odofo bi bomodin ya ne comfort adro we ma no onkopa bi nto na onnonom ema ulcer no emfiri ne sonko de bia me kire se enyoma kese miensa ana obi biara onnom haxamisha capsules no ebe ya ama no awie no de aka bia na ka ho no bonus and nti nyoma kase no me pacho miensa no haxamisha ede ma onipa bia onnom aduro no te se me pacho aboa na ye from H pylori omo no mo de stomach ulcer no eba onipa de anim no onnom haxamisha na capsules no amasa H pylori no emo ni nyina agu afro onipa de am de tosumienu se stomach acid e wose eba onipadua nim na ebi kura timi ka ekuro na ewo onipadua nim ema yawo no beye kese no me paucho sa stomach acid no aduro wei haxamisha and capsules no be regulate stomach acid na ma dodo e wose epuba no eso den atumi ate kakra se na ebe ya enkodro so ema onipadua no de tosumiensa sa abo na de kan de kura betumu dadawa me paucho onnom haxamisha and capsules no ebe pepa ekuro ni nyina e de afiri honum ebeyi ekuro ni nyina e de afiri honum amasumwie ayeden aba afi bonus a wonya bi ewo haxamisha and capsules no se obi biara a ohwe mia wotie mia onim se wonya stomach ulcer onnom aduro na pa pain na ewo ni nipaduanim na anase wote no onnom haxamisha and capsules no me pa cho honum wanom pain e yira eno eye bonus pain no yira free ni nipaduanim eye bonus afenso so no ne aduane toniyam na wafe ne otie aduane mpampan na ne bo efuno no onnom haxamisha and capsules no sa haw ni nyina no ebejai eno eye bonus de mawo sana aduro no yaye no ana sana edi ni juma eno ntia na obi bisa se na de aduro no edi empower na mudi ahyem ana se aduro no ada miracle ben na etisa because hu aduro a onum a instantly na nkasa no timi nya result me pacho haksa misha and capsules stomach ulcer aduro prekope kona kope bito na nonom eno ntimi pacho bia unya nko hospital yen diagnose bia wo de ya diagnose kra a confirm ya ma say H pylori mo bi wo nipaduam stomach ulcer na kuro ni bi ye den wo nipaduam obo wo kra o hyem kra de on de ya na endoscopy nyina me pa cho am wo say wo no wo stomach ulcer obo wo no a ulcer no atra no be 20 years obi 30 years obi 50 years me pa stomach ulcer timi na ho che onum aduro wo ya ebe yin nyina firi ho afa symptoms bia signs bia wuti bia no ebe jai won so wunya nko hospital na wunya symptoms bi ni signs bi te say aya na nanse nkura de de nkrofo fra mo tai ka ho sempa ne say aya na ne bo etimi funu ne saa abofunu eba no so anopa wi na anwumre nyina no be na ne bo efono ne saa to de bo okra na ohwe na enhwa ode ne saa wo ne minim a no afe na waye kama kakra na nso enya no ene be ma yaresa na ba ayaresa ne be ba ayese ba fa haksamisha and capsules no anonom na ayaresa na ye de atumi aba na ekuro na wu se ne be ya ayaresa ne be de ebetumi aba eba ne saa na obo no kra ne bo fono ne saa na no akwa so se ankodi makwa aduane me pa ochew ene no kra de chese wama ulcer kuro no afekura no wakanyan no wahanyan pains ni me pa kana kope haksamisha and capsules no nonom na enji wakagina mu na ma ulcer ne emfiri ni paduan ayana oten kasa wonsa no onaya no etimi etitiriti mesrɛ ulcer etimi de saw hawo ne ba ayana oten kasa aduane to yam a na woyam eye wo ya obu ha otimi fie aduane ni nyina ba abonten obu so otimi gya ne nan sebe na aduane a wodi ni nyina no afini ni paduane mu obu okra aduane a wodi no kakra bi na ode atu nanim no ose aya na alok ni minim halum sei aduane na ose achoki mi minim asa aduane ni gyinagyina me kon ho asese me kon ho asa gyinagyina me bo me ba cho kona kope haksa mesane no na ma oho ento we san say yawa wo te no memete wase yawa wo na mu ewu stomach ulcer ho no ano ye din enu nti na me kamfo aduro we haksamisha and capsules ade amam ebia na won so no signs and symptoms bi a wo te no obu wo no ma kasa sebe na enka wom eye kuro na wo yam to kasa na from afaso na ba bonten pa na stress ede ohaw aba emfero ya de da wo ye nipa wo ye den ya de beba ya de ho nti na yaresa wo ho na eye stomach ulcer de a waduro ani me pa chowo ede na ulcer ayew ede na ulcer abesuya wo so no ede na ayew amonya internal bleeding amasese no ase wo ho no otin kasa wa ye mmeremre oni padua na ye mmeremre otimi wo se oni padua na ye fita moja nyina na efiri ho no me pa chowo ko na kope haksamisha and capsules aduro ba bia befa bia obenya bia to esan se ye se aduro pa na ye den eton ne ho aduro ase say air trendy a obi agia tum se eno na tumi sa stomach ulcer de haksamisha and capsules ebia no onya palpitation wakoma timi bo prim stomach ulcer betimi de sa ha na ba obo nso so timi nya acid reflux obehe na gas ejina ne yam no ababa ne soro na ma ne so nyina ye den ehihye no obi so fruit mi yekutu na sebe atono ne so oyin from aboni abusua ne nyina ye yade ne nyina yade na eho aduro ni haksamisha and capsules aduro ba ko esa yade ba akopɛ omodi ane kopɛ bi neto me pa cho bo no ma hunya tenka kra se fa won satu aduanim na tibidi loss of appetite reluctant to eat bomodi ane kopɛ haksamisha and capsules na eye den enonom afi wano no ma wie no wa hunya sa tenka so bedidi no afi atenka ne beba ama watimi adi aduane bi a opese budi wadi awie no mepacho aduane ne mu ndropa no nutrient no ebesise wo nipadua no oye oba obeye kama fefefe oye obema obeye kama fefefe na wo nipadua no aye fe na bibia na ye ne akoyie eni te bomode na kope haksamisha and capsules nonom ema ulcer bia ekuro bia H pylori bia wo nipadua nim no ase enye de entu emfama wo na ho enye de ento aduro ne haksamisha and capsules wo rafini din a bo ulcer tamfo ulcer tamfo friend number is see na yeni nkomo friend number is see na yeni nkomo 0240 23 83 10 0240 23 83 10 offense so no 0203 822 855 0203 822 855. Once you bet me a free 0546 189 405 0546 189 405. Sending song. See adrowe. Adrobia oda so anase doctor de ama no. Se wonnom adrowe kanea. Obetimi 2 hours time obetimi anom adrobia oda so. Afenso ne eni nsuo ne capsules. Enti wonnom a bomodin aso benum nsuo na wie. No wonnom nsuo na wie no. Afe 30 minutes time now the pure water anom capsules no. Eno ano no. Afenso so no me pa chowo from 12 years and above. Obetimi anom adro no bi. Now from 12 years to 17 no. O de nsuo no I am penifo no num no mienu no obenom no baako cap no baako ana afin so capsules na am penifo no enum no mienu no obenom capsules no baako me pa cho school fo okọ school abomode anu apebi na odi ato bag mu anya sa na okodu school mo no na ulcer pain koka ne ho a ye bese atamo e de wa ba fie bomode anu kope hexamycin capsules ana so ulcer tamfo eni titi e won kan ha de ayen ko repass yen ko tenated hello ze me fa en Benis Kumasi nko PF Danny Helba Colonel Freddie Men's Misty and Arms. Afenso Koforia Kogapson Pharmacy Benol and Delight. Afenso nko Isaac Blastore. Woman Kasim Bomodiane ko Jeff Heba. Takwa yo was abibidrofi takwa DSA Charles. Afenso suno wo boasi smart Heba wa momuni away. Afenso wo Tamala Bomodiane ko Bofakujo. Heba number ni bill 0240238310 and afenso 0203822855 onso betimi afre 0546 189 hexamycin and capsules aye ulcer tamfo enke ya fire ulcer ni na ya fire
bia ya oni wo bia no
ebeyi no
hexamycin and capsules ebeyi edi frontier na ese wutie na ulcer yarewa na betina wa brabo so mfie dodo bi adi ma onsanka hexamycin and capsules edo ebetimi aboa oya obi e ba oyefunu mu obra ulcer yarewa na kana ho no ebeyi ni nyina afiri na ho atimi ato abusan we are live on the TVSYZ and Power 97.9 FM inside politics jumadi esunie sema hodo etwegu ana yakoso a ye fa sa akonya isu na ye de senseme nyina asom ye beda no ye ho aba bi o ye ba ene yane Bismarck Teria Boatin wano eye former Eastern Regional chairman edema NDC amanyokuru mene wode ka say wosan ababio abegina na chairmanship position no wa baba baje yankomra ne to adwumedi nso fema.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Na ede na ya obayi a oda former son ye funu mu emunumuni.
Oh
Mr. Entry, also yare ya titi mi ben fiepi nanso ni yamu nyono da. Se me show no ahodo amato ame hunu hwea. Ebe ya nwanwa.
Minyi ni se, what also tamfo Haxa capsules, any Haxa mixture, yanum bom kutia also nubia mano anum. Anka ni huato no da. Also drodi, eno any Haxa capsules, any Haxa mixture.
Ankom ni nchiremu.
Also ye kura, eto ye funu ene ensunumu. Etuma wo ye funu ekekawa. Wojire wo ho a enyi. Also etumi ema wo ye cheko, ebra wedidi ewie. So how eye also there. Compare Haxa capsules, any Haxa mixture. Nanum bom na ho ebeto.
Pedudu etua, ko okanshi drug lane, Kumasi Dani Herbal, Takradi AA Mensa, Anafre 020-3822-855. Apefo, abatanya wama won mofra no fo, ene mofra woni mfie dumienu enka ho. Haxa capsules, ene ne mixture.
Osa tamfo, edie age edwadie nkrato yi atom.
Ifo kra na menyisika, edie ye mefui.
Ehin fapa na menya bosia edi atre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre menya bosia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yema akwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodo bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekokro bosia, susu account, and it does all savings account. Me bada chain savings account and the keka home. Press Suhum Rural Bank was 03422918896. Now one so to miaka say.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Obrempong eye adwumada. Eboa eyam aduane. Eboa eyi insa free ni peduane. Na eboa woni pedua ma etena ho yie. Nanso, wonim se niema a yedi na yenom. Timi ma brebo ye adwumaden sen pote.
Me hu da. Me brebo ye adwuma pa. Ebia se me ntumi ye bibi boa me brebo.
Ani and nointing what the left here from the Moses Clinic near Herbal Center about Herbal Food Supplementer. What sits in pan the barberbo, ama a year juma ye.
Now, any juma.
Fatopa yenu, and no pani anumre. Na a boama berbo ye juma ye. Sunny a beya, a bit me yam a jania woody, a sissy ni pejanimo, a ye moving see.
And no, I'm a brebo here.
Ubenya Left Kid or pharmacy, herbal shops, ne supermarkets are ebeo. Sa wope duduo so etua. Fresh 0244 06 8447. Left Kid, wa brebo, wa woni pedua. Edro yi enye ma apemfo. Ema ema omomanofo. Ne mmofo a wonya mfie dumie. FDA age dwedie krato yi atum.
Abusame Samo wakwa babi ori ba TVXYZ ne power 97.9 FM inside politics jumedie ane yede somo safei ena ado kasa fidie na to kai na hye nso se wo kan ho fi sabre kopem se 6 pm bebo wo man Ghana mu nsem ahodo a etwego no de di nesene fata se yede emu nkyiremu ne ntiase ebeba wo fie wadwuma mu ana se wo kan mu no ha ane yedi se jumedie no wo midin de enke Obrempong midi jumedie ho chiame edi ama wo ko Facebook a yem platforms at par 79 FM 979 FM na fe watimi enya feed no Facebook na wahwe dwumadi bi wo hwa adwenkyere be be tifato TVSYZ nso Facebook na mum obamodi ko pie mo YouTube a XYZ broadcasting na fe honso watimi agebre na edi dwumadi nyina de abom yankopon enhyira wa mempene da yento dwumadi no so emfem ma wa na me ka se Divine Hope Herbal Center wo mo na de otwea herbal powder area ba adwama so edrei esayare wahodo bebre eboa ma pomodin kire nipa eduamo enti wo obi a waist pain se wo ye oba na se be ma eha wadwene na usisi ya oya me ba cho ma unsanka otwea heba powder divine hope heba center for area bedwama so ebebo yi pa afi pass eye koko eno so eboa na yi sa yare no de free ho sexual weakness, low libido, stroke, ulcer, any menstrual disorder sa yare yi nyina uma on search mika otwea heba powder ebusia ebe yi free ho de ama okra okokofo dia Gapsin pharmacy obenya bi ato ho sanso na kapeba osinyane House of Drugs ya Shaiman Nana Boachi eba otema PK Gombela ewo Tamale Fred Divine Hope eba center for se wo pharmacy shop and a herbal shop na opedro bi egum no waton de age afoforo nkwa ombeje so na fe mama odro bi etu atom 0591 565 557 0591 565 557 and 0550 639 037 0550 639 037 na fe otwea heba pada na nyeso de ejane hye wa obeba no wonsa atimi akabi the National Petroleum Authority fogusu bo wonka ye se tanka eda ne to ba bia wo behunu se lord kwase ofie ni mana ompatem be ba chaw emfa gallon enkofa bo emfa bibiara se wo de koso petrol diesel ana kerosene efimu ba ne bi efise eja betimi atom na etomu nso a wo bia wo ben tanka no ebetimi ahwere ne nkwa ema petrol 1 gallon hwere wo nkwa emfiri nse mabusuafo endi hu ya nti abere bia tanka beda ne ato ba bi no number me de betu dwa no be fa na afi wa Fred the National Petroleum Authority for ombeje so na omamom ntete pa ene sade ombetimi aye nsiesie wo bra tanka to form na abedi sa adwuma no se de be ya emfa oye ne bia ma ana obetimi afred the Ghana National Fire Service for na Ghana Police Service for no ma be ye momo abe ye nsiesie se de be ye emfa oye ne bia mba sampatem ho number obetimi afred so 030 255 0380 030 255 0380 na fe won setimi aka the National Petroleum Authority for na woma ba be dijuma obra mo ba be siesie ba bi atanka adane ato nemfa oha bi ama tutumika na power specialist Seba Hospital wamuguso mo sayare wahodo nyina ete se hepatitis A B C D sayare woma sage ho abodi ni bebere fatty liver, sciatica, prostate, broken bones, ulcer, swollen neck, and a fibroid. So what we are here, no afas power specialist Seba Hospital. One men that should be no matter maybe out there na kokamba na power specialist Seba Hospital for one mon jebre mfe dupan kan na yare insori free wa bra boss sebe na obetimi akonyuma so abring na peske gubotom abo bra odi wani kire mo kumase a omo branch e wo ho no e wo feyi ase Lake Bosom twekwan so opposite George Bro filling station e mo bedu nkran ha omo kwabenya poku ase ACP road no so no Sabeka power specialist Seba Hospital ho ukoduru takrade a omo Anaji estate adjacent the Anaji MA primary school na ho nso woni power specialist Seba Hospital for di hia na yare bia ye krankro aba betina so no mabo moden atimi atisa yare na se di ama frɛ numbers amede ba beto dwei ntiremu bia aka wo hwɛ ama de beso 0244 544422 0244 544422 ana 0200 383831 0200 383831 or WhatsApp number 0355 797878 0555 797878 na fe power specialist about hospital for timi ajo so na nkita hodie nkomo bi apese omni omdi no bejo so na yare bia ye krankra betra so no yomatimi asasa yare no ede asomo. We are live on the TVSYZ and Power 97.9 FM inside politics jumedi esuni ene ye ne Bismarck Tewia Boatin wono and our former Eastern Regional Chairman Edema NDC Amanyoku na sabede wasen gina mu se wo ba na wasen aba ba gitumi no aboa akwaso aye nhyehyɛ pe betimi ama party na hoɔden agina mu pintin ɛwɔ apuei mantema ɛhɔ ɛyɛ Eastern Region mamema Bismarck Boate akwaba ne nsɛm ahodo a ɛwɔ hɔ no yɛn hyɛ na yɛni ho nkɔmɔ Chairman akwaba
yɛgya Obrempong
na ho te sɛ
ba de ada ro ɔde akyɛ me sɛ na ɔde akyɛ mo so
na nkopɔn dum yegu so pa
power broadcast so mo ho te sɛ
yegu so
SYZ
yegu so
adwumayɛfoɔ nyinaa
bibia de dana kwam
fi deɛ soma no ɔpam na ɔtwerɛtwerɛ
obia yɛ ho yɛ wɔ ha paa
obia
yegu so nkaka
akɔfa baeɛ so ana ni so ade hunu sɛ woyi S ne deɛ ane kyerɛ sɛ S mineral water
yes
ti na S cola
yes
ana
Yes, Escolanzo. Escolanzo,
and I need to do who know the Abama, a Jumaya 4 year be a Jumaya. Science, as I know man to our Buada.
Yes,
the Sabria, Juros Deborah, Chief of Staff, Doctor. When you said who will be a send you may be a name your broadcast or no cake.
Yes,
now I'm cram you may be a bemobia, a chafan bamuno. But then as Sabri, baby be will be a woody jumak, strong condiama or mine.
Yes,
any or man penny John Dramani Mama.
Sure,
na yadini ye. Obrempong
John,
say you were coffee sante 8 years.
Yes,
we knew you know you could share your abacha.
Yes,
I don't for no like I say sympathizers.
Yes,
party 4 nananum me share say abranti namu inasa eyabusuane dofu anasa ne ho na odo ana de woman no Sampani say yewu ayewu when you be enwu amano oni akoko fun epe o confess ante ama nipa asetra ayede owo nya de pa nso we gina pintin say ampa abrante no faare hye wonua o faare se obibi ono ho kafo san se so ba no so anyina ntumu a ka wonya sa akwanya na ye no ye no
eno crepa
ti woni fire chirichiri ne benche e ba ye nyina no ami nso mi ko obi a mi hu Obrempong so
yes
menini nyina firi ho
yes
anwumire fom no
yes
de ewura kofie sante ne party 4 atitiro 4 hwe penifo e ba ya ewura jampo no jampo former DC ewura Minister of Youth Opariado honorable so ne na ye juma pen so betra sia a hu se ampa jekedakon DC party penifo fi achichiri bencheye ewura ahyiabere procurement board chairman and just me ukeka abewa constituency chairman ewura se o sa aboma nikete na o kira se hu se ni nani abre obi biara oba ye bia presidential staffer ye ewura kabolo ye regional organizer nyemia no mi 8 baba lami
champion baba
our course whom deputy youth nyemia minu akokwa samwa enyina ikugu ase ama ohun se ma na fire chirichiri ne benche na nanom onu ani nua ne wofa ye constituency vice chairman wo yilo krobo ewura nimo na efe omu kran se council state ye wura ma me even kran hwe se na ho ofema o de to form de bae na ya awre esakiti na okoyi ni dwemu a na ye fekeke je se hu se ya wade ewura nudu wekenom ma dinom antivida national for
by that day
say
oba first vice or
the first
vice okay
oba vice national vice chairperson
honorable Vida Ade yes I met her
now here Mrs. Asante face Santere ahon fama na wafa na de be ye ne ba yi na o hwa chese me o ka ade be chi fonton from 4 o hwa fo ade nom Richard nyakonom chese obia na o hwe fefi Afram Prince ya babesi asojaman since awam si oda esi apamenya woman organizer comfort chese obi ahofama ode baaye no ne so ani yewura baba jama regional secretary ono a deputy CMC Cocoa Marketing Board deputy in charge of operations just obi obaaye kwakubu atin a friend Kadebu atin secretary awo hwa the mechanic say ne maame mpo nsomame na busuane nsomame ne mu de mimi behunu ye no na me no Obrempong ena mi gina so se maame obi di o ma ne ha science din kakra na ya kyerɛ go yɛ tirimu ni abobo be ye hu dodo na se dodo na abae apia kubinum oni nyina epe ye wura ye nadmo director kudwadoko kyese na ho enya nika science enya ne ne ye hwehwe na ye nsa kan ye nanso oduma nkuma wo kurade a enkwa ho odin swa nti de be nse ye wura abacha ye ma odamri fadue na oni ma de ba ko am se hu ye ne se ni pa ba ye no dodo na no ase contest wom into ase wo ba yie nso no ode ye campaign kakra na nso ni nyina achi no de me kan se na hwe nsa wa ye boy da bia na me kan se mumu owu ontua ansa
ani a kyerɛ sa
dono once and where bi wo ho ne ehu so obi nye we ya ye mpanifo na stakeholders ne betima keka bom ye mfa manipa me yensa mfa nkopa dwuma bi nyo yes they say nipa na ye bɔ nsa oni ho biem
ye tuskagum
oni ho biem kwakoye culture bi a me de mani nye ho ase ye preach death more than the life
sure
Obrempong me no kwa ne ade ba ko a ya na me feel happy
sometimes chairman ubetimi atena just across the street o yare say nipa be sra on bed but se wo to for mo a ye de wo ko he fa obefo ka ba
na ne do Obrempong lentiness obi so ti ase ale ho asem nye de be wowu a na ne ho asem abe
sa ne ye abrabo en odwene ho a enti ase ne de
ko ye ka Obrempong asem a na ye ka tewi abo ate asem a ya ne mo na mso wowu onye mienu na nka wakotra ahwe no ka wo tra ba ko bi ahwe na abehu akwai papa yi nesu nipa gibi bi anto na so ti ase ye se onya kura
ya bi
oh my gracious
obi anka
na ho na this ade na ba yo etia His Excellency John Dramani mama ene me mama oba pani adwempa ehima me ka adwempa hema na adwempa okuranti ene na futu panti ena ama ni wura asan ba the second time eye wura John Dramani mama eye no ho ka for first lady Mrs. Lordina mama eso be masa so boafo no oba na transi na me bubu kompo kohwe a na me say yes ma bo homodin but mame Lordina mama wa bo no homodin abo ani kunu say onyo ba wo twesan otwe nipa san nachi na yo ba wo bo nipa ma ne konanim enye ize o say Ghana fo asapa ukuru na hwe ababa wa yi a ye be kan ho asem yi a watwe na anofia se sonso a ensu ato a wo pe ba bi akoi sepa ukuru kan ne man sase yeka abronye TV so hwe abronye nim ne nano sepe owura no onyamfo John Dramani mama na hwe werum nyina achi a na ye maame wa akukuduro timi encourage ni kunu se ensuro ne nipa eka metawachi ko anim kuko anim na mpa enne se nko amma na nko anko na nimu a enka nne ye hunu nke be de ne hunu nyame emma na baso kase ho no so ami hira no onye no Obrempong se no Obrempong amene ne ye nto ne keke na enne dai wadru voter region osade yo okunini ewura John Dramani mam oka oye srem se jata na wadru ni diem voter region say research agenda no odi akodu ho na enema pa okobiebia no ama nipa hunu na bosome baako afe baako ne nefu ansien fa ne se beye 17 months nia MPP antimi amfa mfie nwotwe anya no odi bosome afe ne fa etimi yode a na kire se ofata se abodin ba bibia wo bia no etucha de ma
very well
Obrempong the ministers in the CEO for nyina ya chia won adwuma pa won ye ne MMDCs se obi ye adwuma pa ono awu so nya adwuma pa nso awu onye obi abone a ohia na oyam nhyehyɛ ti amanyokuo NDC ne be se ye transo che na Ghana fo gidi on the ma ye no oni nya mu aba nti ye nso a ye ma ye tumi ni bi ni ye fanta ye nuanu machi ye momu se o ye na nye yi a ye beka wasem akwala ho na awo no o se on ko bola so na ọkọ aso na wantia no adado akọwọ no wasem ndi se ya nka momo nso asem na Ghana fo eja yegu kum ye ba fie a ya me nkatia ba ko abese abenkwan ana abenkwan abeba ko abese abeni nyina ye nso ye nya ne sa ntimi chie na mi nchia me ma me ba ko mawura me nua ba me ne share party ase pa Obrempong ya kosra na kropon friend na antifosti Affair Fosti.
Oh, okay.
Menene share Eglase. Yes, share party as one of the first constituency woman organizer with Kropon.
Oh, wow.
Bomode kwa head.
Mati.
Bomode baby or be Obrempong. Mimi my shen commission of MP with Kropon was starting it to an amount. And ne baby biara me former regional chairman Eura Kofi Safro Brekusu.
Okay.
And ne me betra ne ho born in Koma. August 24th, no, 80 years.
Wow.
And the party mpenifo mo me ntwe ani hwese nkrofo no. Me nua ba for se no fair. Ya hwe party ne kobia ne na yi obeye regional deputy woman organizer. Ofi wansa na anti Evian ne oya council state. Obi a won e ba person ne ba be kọ nanim. De ma ho say me woman organizer ya adwuma na watimi arazi adru council state. My name is chairman. I a Juma man never resident chief of staff. Nature say me pay the papa. Me di one achi okwan papa so.
Yes.
Enti Obrempong okodura kropon so we anti first no fair.
Okay.
Ne kosra no na chia no.
Mate.
Ono ka party no abakwasem party no ne kan koni ne ye yom.
Sure.
Baby bia anti first wo chia papa. Na ofri ho a Obrempong ya kolake.
Okay.
Ochia of a Kofi anti Vienna Sanachia of Anthony Jumper. Obey DC or
yes.
No achia Margaret Ansa. Auntie Margaret.
Okay. Honestly now or
parliamentary candidate.
Oh wow.
Emra na de no. No into infi etinye no. Oba okunini to say yes Antoa.
Oba kokudrufo.
Me na me ka kire wo. Na sabi o ni kapre. Yasu okojina parliamentary candidate ayeden okojina eden no ni okuni ni pa so a ne kuru na ye national chairman yere na ekojina na nso awurade ehwe no ma odi nkunim ma o the votes bebre oni escape of aboafo ni gina ye
okay
enti baby biara obapa anti Margaret Ansa latte uwo biara no enim se okono edin your transfer mfio hakra na etiase a Biansa beka ne de.
Sure.
Obrempong.
Chairman.
Mugabe, ya chia Mugabe.
Commander.
Yes. When you be a wetre no power. So who ye program ni etie we hu say who sua ne powerful voice.
No.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah, maybe a Nico Wakiniko.
Yeah.
Ya chia mu nyina.
Yes.
Kevin Asante. Producer, baby amu obi a.
Very well.
Na PSC so say on tiapo.
PSC say ye
waba.
PSC waba. Ese ne ho ye.
Edanyame ase. Baby ya ma obi di a on fan chen. Mo adwumayefo nyina ne osiesie yanim. Elizi mu nyina ya chia mu nyina.
Very well.
Na yemra ya asam so.
Yeah, chairman. Na
pese. Me ntu bi nchia wie mfiri. Chief of Staff of Secretary Anti Mausi.
Okay.
Chief of Staff wo ho first one. Na Anti Mausi na na secretary. The young one so san by Anti Mausi.
I know what's fan secretary.
Just adwuma pa loyalty is important.
So the Chief of Staff so boy adwuma man so President John Dramani
Mahama. Osande ne buy. Ono nso di Anti Mausi nso buy. It is what say ne tie. Nti adwuma bi a wo ye bia ye adwuma pa. Send your babala me di machia. Any Rakwa Samuel. And I di machin. Many many over be by Agbe by a former deputy constituency organizer by New Job enough.
Okay.
Now pin your board dance on the new be on him.
Obama
Bia
Oh, sir.
Yeah, by now, him got cross you the way your friend is saying, hey, I know your foreign officer. But you by the way, that be a no cry say come on in the Yananga.
Oh, sir.
And the friend like way.
Okay. Very well.
Michiami Amsumi Hoka for. My friend Aisha Boating.
Yes.
Nana Aisha Jima.
Good.
Me am offer so drive woman so bright Santo Obin. Now, one ATA if the church in a bench, if you are friend prince, no for friend prince half, and price so a bit in cocoa. A bremum for say or da, swedru a chance. Kade a chimman so. A quatia lower west akim, upper west akim. And some more do a bri cropon okre, yellow crobble.
Tell is the region map on it.
We never make sure we won't tell us. Oh,
is the region map on it?
A good and some more. Hey, we are Kosomo. So, what Bapa man assess well. So, Uben new job in Akufodia. New job in South Kufodia. Uben new job in North of Fijasi, in the capital. Oh, I'm three. I'll call a Buakwa North. Kukurantum in a district in the war. So, yes, a Buakwa South Chebi. Suhun ye suhun ayenso anu ye kota so so them atiwa east ye nyinam na atiwa west ye kwaben so nti fa 33 constituency mu a MMDC nyina one bodwuma
good
on bodwuma
good
and I wie branch elections so one ye mop up
oh yeah
baby o problem kete by su ne ban
okay
as I said in etimi kabom den election ne beba so
sure
den election be
beba so sure
into obi am prepare say nia wokoto aba prepare ene nia wokọ contest so prepare na mum yen intimidation enfim
mafia
tactics no ne yedi we wura ha yedi enwe wo de ho dwen party no fare bae no ene party no fapem
good
say enna bedi usu a ochena beba bedi obi so ntisiesie so obi say no anka uzu nya kwa anya den emba ndi umu yara di tumi ehia wonsa ne mfie na nadru no bebu hu akonta no ne say delegate no obesese a kire won na mom yi intimidation ye den efim na ma obi anya free and fair say ne beto aba no bewie no okobo ne prafre no say beka ho a obetumi ne kai den aba sanse MPP for ani abre apati na we won no won ani abre o yo on election yon anya hwekura metumi aga say mu 85% there very very successful ya mon congrats so on etimi conduct that election no 216 or 261 almost 241 aka 20 me sure say on betumi awie na mo morning tintim on anya kapro na chidi ye nyamie mo ni ngura
sir am bi nyamba power
oh yes one ma on beba bet ebeche
they how many years and I would we need to tum so here the reset agenda is excellency president Yaba omampani ba ye niema de 1.5 year I said the one kasa wakano we a big push project over 2,000 kilometers of road at a go I been see in the history of this country all the 16 regions across Ghana kwan wo ho so far health sector wa Ghana Medical Trust Fund I friend Mahama Care require non-communicable diseases so what kidney so what cancer what yarebia uni one year fantasy kasemwa or this Saturday about now through Ghana Medical Trust Fund crown almost see cat last 3 akuma baby a yakuma ho adwuma moja blood vessels mo adwuma 3 so kwatamale ye si ba ko ho ubedu kumase konfo no teaching hospital ye si ba ko ho wo mo si ba ko aka kolebu de wo ho no ho cat lab foforo under the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. So we have free primary health care. No, say, one nam now kuta Ghana card and quadia, chief compound, and health facilities have been bear winano. What me bow them, me tia me ya, me checking me BP, me checking me sugar. Then now you free. Oh, breakwa, won't yashi. We share free tertiary for first years, no fee stress for first years of Mura University. And near my who do my yenwa. Ghana for any aso. Said the worker say MPP a bit chance sana woman papa sabe penalty
Obrempong bi anu a wanya oba power no obo no be jana mo abefa
Sana assembly.
Me na me chiro. Obi ani ho.
To wanya de pa.
Wanya de pa so mu anu agya mu. Ah, na on say obi kura timi ko tena obi fie ma osidi de awie. Na da so te fie ho.
Wow.
Enche se fie na so dwie. Obi timi ko tena obi fie me fie wura no kura ka che ne se me de fie na hya on ana wo.
No kra.
Wo bi za.
No kra me ho bi da. Me ho bi da pa.
Nti sana Ghana for nso ade papa nti on dey ɔman na hyɛ Ghana for ɔman na on dey hyɛ this in say amamuo no a yebu a yewura John Dramani mama ne yewura chief of staff no ne party mpanifo di anim no ene vice president ye di anim no e amamuo papa hwɛ na anu ya hwɛ one is say 24-hour market abambe ne betumi abada 16 regions, 261 metropolitan municipal. Ya kati so. Our contractors was unyala. E bin si da. Obi asu mobilization are ready. Ye ba bia wonya site. Ni abeka so onkoye.
Okay.
E ya bambe. This ye wura John Dramani mama the second time.
Sure.
So wa wunya ma na abobo so. E ya niam ya current o. Enye effort, enye fail, enye force.
Dabi.
Enye foolish you. No one can say effort no. Ni meaning no.
Yes.
Where you say credit.
Yeah.
Current affairs. Niema ni ye ni nyina ye niema eboa. Hwe abambe ne betima transfer ko 2 years dollar intimate try 13
12 cities.
Yes, intimate try. Enye ewura John Dramani mama second time one.
Yeah.
Ebe hia bi.
Yes.
Abambe ne betumi aba ekonfie mienu a petrol. Obrempong.
Yes.
Entranko 17. Enye ewura John Dramani mama second time.
Despite global tension.
Yes, global tension in Iraq ni akoni America ye ma we ma ye to Bob Russia. I am believe. So, and this mampani ben obeba enne ye betimi aka kira osuo makọ hospital yes ye metua health insurance ka nti ye ma waduro health insurance card enya adwuma ayo mampani second time nti ye ka ye nye road no de ye de road ba ho a ayo bi afa so beto nipa tibiam na brabom enne kidney unim nipa eku
bebre
prostrate. And the postrate, the bear mark your postrate, only almost 40,000. I want to mean your postrate. You try on nipa every man to be around postrate. Want to mean koyendi. You want a panya 3 months to be a 5,000 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
Me na me catch it all. Postrate cancer. Hey. Obrempong. Postrate cancer every 3 months be a panya or be 5,000 Ghana cedis. Na se wunnya adwuma oma ankoma oma ni munyo oton ayenta obede no aye asumdua nim endi awura John Dramani mama de so bia ka kire ense enye nyame na ode ye che ne second time se ne Yesu se me ba ne se wogwama na moma na menim se maso ode se na me ba ne sa we naria wa man ke be hu se chama untumi Exim Bank
dabi ehu
wako jino obi aburofuom e di age Exim Bank iska ya man ke ba ka kire se Edward Dennis Abuaje America no ye film ye nyim film ye ni din na ndi de to no odi Edward
Abuaje
Dennis Abuaje former DC Akrapin North ni yi nu ni ewura Samia Okubu anu me de ne ko share ho anameboa no nya interministerial secretary yes and wato no bo ase nso edi 55 million yes sir
according to
the Yoko
yes
ne accountant nso say wadi bi wo tuatua yes sir na tie ndi ewura John Dramani mama ka say ska we ni ebusa ska we mu kompon a unim ni amaye agenda 111 no a ye ka ho asem so yenye unim say timi tua bebreka
55 million Ghana.
Yes, it is
kind of 550
billion. Na agenda 111 no by hospital back on ekosi ya. Small boy we be only 50 years. 40 years kra be woni. Saska we found
early 40s.
Yes, early 40s.
Yeah.
Na sanka yewura John Dramani mama. Obrempong be dey hu sane ma we. Say yewura John Dramani mama ke be dey hu say Bafa stock.
Abdul
CEO ene ne yire edi birthday wo Chaka Prem. Over 70 something million.
78 million
Ghana cedis. About it is come where
780 billion.
So our man ke be dey you. Gift to our
Yes.
Sanka yewura John Dramani mama man second time anka be dey me hu say obiawawu ghost names. Well, enti ne ba oba e na Nyankopon na se wo mra ma hu se we nu wa ha wo be bobo so akira ma mbo
na dabi ko 7 ko na di kan bobo so akira
so no mo me kira se yewura John Dramani ma ne ma no
yes
ana ma sa anya ma we nu nyina ye den epie na no me betra na me kana yewura Gyinapo MP yeah Dr. Gyinapo papa na energy minister nyono
okay
ni nua no aye wo ne na nsan ya 2000 wan hu ni o man no 2001 wan hu ni aje ekufo amamu ni jekobe chebilemti eni ewura na nado danko akufo ado ya Tony General oni do o man fa asomre ko anye wi financial loss to the state
yes
na 230k yese ewura chachu antimi account for Ghana Petroleum
yes.
GNPC yes anete
yes
enka obeka say 1 2 3 cry si dabi onko mfie num Victor Solomon dabi ameka yesi o deputy minister for finance wa account this onko ahe ewura kwampe pranko say oh enu na ya na my reho ne say me nua no MPP for say senka ya na won call auditorium a no ne kira de a onma won crofo ne hu ne esi mmiri bi atwa mu ne say mrada ho constitution nam so na ankotworo binti ne otwitwa na tare no nko na ni mpamo o say o dress wo hotel ni tell ni bia pam wade wan sha wan yo beka kiro say akopam we because onye hotel ana meboa ana wo de oyu meboa babrin shop o babrin shop akọ ndi say o ba ha na wo hwenke ya malizi mesisi ye ni mai say nke be gina kwa ho am yesisi ni enti Ghana ye pese etiefo tie ni say yewura John Dramani mama second time oba ni NDC no ya masi bebu kumfo dabi nye kumfo ni bebu enya so man ne ho taye ne so ye de ye ba no ye de abufuo na eba nti NPP fu mu nyina yie ne be kekere mu dabi na se onfa obi bi e kere o man ye dabi
unwi ade
ye pa krom ka wo ye den dwane unni afase aduane a wunni ye bisa no bo aduane a ofie fochi unim so papa ka kire so onwe preko ene na ekotwitwa preko abisa ne se motwitwa na he onwe enti se yenua Edward Dennis Aboaje enne wakosi mansion a se nka ya ma ka ne mansion yenim se obobra 40 years obobra no wasi na mom over 500 and something billion I betimi esi new administration block new hospital ya yebesi ye betumi di ashe stadium papa si wo new regions ni bi anameboa ye betumi di aye bridge kesi ato river so amaka nipa benefit food basket area and na ensu ofan kwala bridge nti says call fire ne nko awafa wo ti say yewura John Dramani mama montoa anko 276 constituency amani pantinance ye won message and ka be den says ka we hu enti yoko ene hodada na Obrempong me chiro yoko nya se ya chiri won na hunu on onim MPP for mpani for perfect chire ko yoko akwa report da bia
omudoso
24/7 da bia on kokko na ni mo na fa chire ko pa cho etu on sika na ka accountant ni betu on sika ka accountant ni be ka cho so betu on sika
enye yoko anka ba de se yenim se jira da pia na o ya accountant o tu on sika
ko tu on sika but yoko me hu se o tu for what o tu for them on faade on mo kro no ene na ase wo de o ho tewa wo accountant ni so wo tua ne de na wo so say no wafa enti ya dictate yan kwala no ne ya baba wa ne ya mrante ne say NDC ama for witch hunting da bi nya political witch hunting ya freedom ye mo biate ne ho ase freedom of speech ne senga baba wa sabi o nanim sa sunsun yebetimi aye wura John Dramani mama so bɛtɛ mmara ɛne na adi nyɛ awura John Dramani mama na ɛne na adi kasa biara efiri w'anum a kasa ɛho nte no mmara ma ho kwan me ɛkyew so na yansa yɛ ma hwere ho te sɛ obi te sɛ afa nyɔma ake mpanifo sɛ wotwa mu ɛkyerɛ wase ɔhu sɛ wotwa mu na wokɔ te sɛ nia afa nyɔma ake twitwa mu kɔyie da kro ne yɛhunu no sɛ ɛmina ɔkɔyɛ board member wɔ Water West Water and Sewage unsa no ɛbɔ chama hɔ skafa hɔ ɛna ɔbɛyɛ electric skafa hɔ ɛnkyɛ bi ɛbɛka bom amana hunu sɛ ɔgya
ɔno nso ne nsɛm bɛtumi
ɛda hɔ kɛseɛ paa na ne bere no ɔgyina hɔ ɔde keka wɔ ani nyinaa akyi no ne atua ne to na ɛsɔ sene ɔno anim ɔde gyina hɔ
wow
mena meka kyerɛ wo na aka sɛ container 40 fita container ne wɔyare ayira ayɛ ne nyinaa no yɛgyaa mu kɛkɛ Dr. Jirapɔ ɛwɔ mmerɛ a wɔhwehwɛ mu na wobɛhu report ɔde bɛba bɛto gya no afa nyɔma aka nka sɛ pagya ne ti a ɔbɛfɛre to ɔnya ho abotrɛ yɛma wo chanting yɛba for Ghana development yɛ saa na Kwame Nkrumah yɛhunu sɛ Kwame Nkrumah yere ne ho ana saa yɛ UP fue kunugungu bomb 1966 ofiri akwantuo mu ba ne yɛkɔgya mu kram Kwame Nkrumah mmerɛ na UP foɔ so yɛntwɛn on say now yɛnkɔgye independent ne MPP foɔ sɛbi ota fracho ade papa bi ani hɔ a wɔne pɛ ɛne yɛwura John Dramani mama ba sɛ Kwame Nkrumah wohwɛ mpuntu dwuma ɛkɔ nsuo tɔ na anu ya na William Dennis aboagye sɛ nsuo afa no ya lifting na kɔtena ne fie wɔ late saa nsuo ne tɔ da bɛn ɛwɔ he ne fa no
ne MP ɛyɛ ɔrɛm sɛ bi ekuna bɛka sɛ ɔmo ayi na fi nkran akɔma ne fie wɔ late
nsa fie na ɛhwan dia
ɛno na ɔmo kotwa baayɛ
na ɛhwan dia
Dennis dia
wɔn akɔma ne fie anaasɛ Dennis fie
sɛ ɔsɛ ɔmo akɔma ne
fie nti na ɛhwan fie a
ɛno deɛ nti sɛ yɛhunu sɛ
ɛyɛ Dennis fie
yes
okay sɛbi o yɛfuru nya o ya na asɛ o yɛfuru ya yɛduru mmiri a wɔnwene o si ɛbɛhunu anamɛboa
but chairman sɛ wohwɛ Dennis Edward Aboagye nti efie na ɛda TV nso bi mu no Dennis Edward Aboagye a ɛne deɛ si ya Yokofoɔ and the General Secretary of the MPP in the person of Justin Frimpong Kodia was see enye sikasemu bia na emom NDC for a third term agenda se a mo pese His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama okọ third term and I was saying man panini bio na one more MPP mo mbetimi akasa no mabo se nsemi ya to agu no wo mo ana sabre security agencies no cheche wo mo then I can fast asem no so
ebi ne hwan
ebi ni Dennis Miracle Aboagye
na ye pe obi afre na sa Aboagye ano no ye pe obi din afre na Aboagye
je say MPP mu okasa pa
na kasa nka hu etwasu Dennis Aboagye kasa etwasu onu ani MPP ni na anu ani ni communication oni ni office no ba fi your friend bibi adomako ba fi the where adomako ba fi addressing no eno kro almost 36 million adomako ba fi say onisika bi ankasa se ya de bre wono no ofai ta me boa na me boa sa adomako ba fi nanum tom ya problem ma o sa Aboagye no Obrempong ho ne ase pe be ma sha Aboagye say Aboagye third term agenda
ono betimi asa o mane maso
dabi wanu me yin firim me wo MPP dabi ameka cho say me respect pa me wo Samia Oku no wo kasa that's why I say wo koji seat na fi no wo kasa unzo kasa o fi gentry obu no ho ana me boa oye obi nso no hia wa hu say respect wo no na obi ti say Edward Dennis Aboagye former DC ni eden yi no yes akinu sikasem ya bu yo akropon ketua bi no kura na late no hoketua bi no yes akinu enti esu ne ban no a wode nam no eno ana ode bepie ba bi owo ye ne Yokofo afa ni ajade ma fa ya ncheme enade ma fa mancho obefo Obrempong de be den ebeso ni mu eno na ajade no ofa no me ba manka me maame deɛ manka akɔfo Obrempong deɛ si aka nti no ani Jerry a ɔkɔ no enti anya me nwanwa sɛ yɛsɛ ɔno na ɔyɛ kasamafo ma tɛtɛm sɛ yɛde kɔ Supreme Court anaasɛ obi timamuni de kɔ Supreme Court sɛ papa no sɛ ɔbɛkɔ tɛtɛm na constitution ni say ma ho kwan eligible to contest again enye Dennis Abuaji asem
and ebe stop no
dabi and na sika na wadi 55 million no onkasa ho no nkyerem no famira ye hu so ye bema your control challenge say wabokro no financial law to the state wabokro na fraud
yes
ana meboa
stealing
saa charges miensa nyina yi obetumi akọ prison enso
using public office for profit
yes enti no so onya kwa machirechire mu ne hu ni se eno so ya an agenda enya obi ni tatem no obekọ na agenda no obeka ni nti dabi wabokro no kro no ho asem ne yeka enti se general secretary feel say ne election na wo obekọ no emu odin ma no onfa we meye yastic the kwa na mchiro enti yama ho kwan na Dennis Metras no nkyerechire mu sampa sika no me fae ma accountant ne die na wo tua no me die minim ho hwe ni anye documents e kire se wa for man ni sika puduo we 500 and something billion titi sika no Lawrence time sika ne abodi no ko for die ne afa 55 million no but the Lawrence die ne 550 billion Obrempong 24-hour economic marketing kura no ahin ba ko ya scanner wa fa no nusa o kam yenu mi ensa bom wetimi si small boy me fa no sa branch kwa 40 years na general secretary be ka bibia matiefu atie ahu se ne bana wa ye bone ne ye bone ma be ye yie san so opelesia konti won ka no kore dabi ye nya de sa enti ye pebe ma kasa anya boaje ena me no kasa Abuaje betra TV so ka bi anya asem Abuaje ne die na no wo ka no anu wo huhuru ni nyina ne se no the 55 million ne te na Nyankopon se so huri sankam efa we jeti kwa o sanka na bakom
so be huri afa
waja na abampamu a
obeka
na beti sanse waja no ye tie o ye hwan yo no wo duru ba bi e betwe eno na atwe no na nka obeye den no akasa rava ya chew yese wo ko no ko yoko no on ka kire wo se ntu kwan according to the yoko say ntu kwan ye onsam wo ho nyamere ma wonsam
ye
nhwehwem te ntu kwan ena wo mu yoko no ana wokọ ye ne asi yo wakọ so watumi afamu akọ cause wo visa o tete kọ na tete ba na ehunu wani achewa ye man kofie ye nim dia wa mo
the minority leader honorable Alexander Fenyomakin say kwan yo mo fa so erechi Dennis Edward Abuaje we airport na Rambo style etietia kabima min kabi amemo so etietia fa ahudie so human rights so etietia ni na so
Obrempong oni chi wo yo mi wo
Alfred Agbesi
only children one. Only children come. They come no only children. Now your media or no, your man a contract. I'm my own in Nasan sign was stadium. 51 million. Eh? At that time, 51 million. I'm a sign, BBA, and I'm going to terminate. No, say, I am a judgment debt.
Chairman Sawosha, a year, former CEO, Edema Free Zones, a year, Kojochum Boaf, airports. 2017 now no so to kwanya ono so about under the MPP
international na ye yifre so ye na Accra airport na onu ni different
to kan ye ye na Accra no
go to kan asesa ona na
asesa
kaka bi ana kotoka no
ti da o fa kojochu mboa for former CEO Dima Free Zones under another Kwakufado Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia MPP administration 2017 wo mo che kojochu mboafo ene na wo hunu wo TV ne so no
wa hu se be betra ka kire wo so oni MPP fo nyina kotonto me po baako na mo chem e fa ne fa na de fa koma wo yire no so de fa koma ne obeka se ne yire die papa se ne wo yire die no an ya wo yire be holu oni ye sankrofo no mo de mo chi wo bi Esa say di kotoka ni nti. Nye na kra nti no. Ɛhɔ de anya airport. Afɔ ni so. Abenkwa ni no se nkrawa. So watari mu usi yanko. Ghana. No mabenkwa se nkrawa. So watari mu na bon se abenkwa. Hwɛ antuwada. Na anya se ye bie tribunal ni wia.
Yes.
Cases e wa high court nyina ye be ya court tribunal. E wa dey 24/7 na mo tra so e wa nya ye koba o. Na fast court akofo obie ye no. Anadwo nyina no ni di asem.
Anadwo tuntun.
Na dey chachu enja Sunday ni akwache no.
Yes.
Asori.
Aye. Yes.
Wona hu. Asori dan mu a ye bom pa ye wona hu se nyame fie. Na ade achi yanka chachu bedwane. Ade achi yanka chachu bedwane. Ye ka MPP. Hwa wona mamu a won be so mu na ye revolution. Wana ma democracy. Ya wura kofo mo mre no di pa hunu mane. Na do dan kwa kufu ado kura ba ye me Obrempong me wo me fie exactly 7:38 na prosifo atwa me fie hu nyina hia.
Ana dan kwa kufu ado be
me na me ka kire wo. Sa abronya no mu wo team bi a ekọ rounds abebresenom. Na prosifo atwa me fie hu nyina hia. Me bia gate ya na ewura mu ti se nkrane adan ye sa banka se wo me fie na do amamu ye o
njomu be se saka se ne ko
na ka me dia me abanka me ye minister scout kura me nya bi scout me board wa me wo so kura di fatin wa yimi afiri so DVL me ni board so DVL ya yimi afiso ya wura here Excellency John
se see ya na say
da bi na me 2013 kwasem na me kan
okay
board wa na me woso ya yimi afiso ya ma me late Gifativo ya yimi afiso de ne cousin kotoso ya wura John Dramani mama na Ghana commodity
yes
amam baby
no do say
and me say but 2013 Manya board so antre. Me wi amajuma 2013 na ye swear o mampani John Dramani mama wi ya Gifativo be regional abeye Minister of Transport ni ade. Me chafa na me wo mu amede som ewura Professor Mels late Professor Mels no. Ya ma board bi em ya jemi de free nsam. Azana 2014 me ba be regional chairman. Oja say party adwuma na ye no. Ye no woni yenim. Ye no woni yenim. Ye nso ye nyai. Me be 2014 in February 2015 and I hear Excellency John Dramani mama me fortuna. Sa chairman me fan rane. Na me am so wo me kia. Kia salon to bi esi ho.
Yes.
Me yere di esi ho. Ya ba ya nam sia di esi ho nie mo nsesa nkwai mo dia. Ya tutu ka ni mu hwehwan papers nyina wie na eso. Okay. Abanka bia ni me fie. Me ye minister. Me ye scout. Me go scout kura me ko bi mu. Me ye CEO. Imagine say ya ba ye no. Pick up one. That time na Yabuatija national organizer.
Yes.
Amiama pick up through Zoom Lion 2010. Police in Ibijina Hono say, we so count. And I'm saying, hey, Sabi, wait, Misa. Uber prosim grow 2010 year for prosim. Huh? So, na ye kasa ye de year oni suni areho ne atete ya fam. Hey, Obrempong, Matra radio station, one call radio station. One of the radio station. Matra Kofodia, one of the radio station. I'm a macho man, but train you free radio station.
Say Mumpie.
Yes, MPA. You have to work kind this year.
Yeah, Benny.
Oh, you rock for time.
from 2000
2001
ekɔ on betwe mu pie
me na me ka kyerɛ wo enkɔkɔ metro mbɛnsa na ɛba no mewie no mafa me nneɛma meduru ɔne nim no ɔmbisa me sɛ ɔba no na kyɛwi aboate wɔ soro ɔnam so mahu sɛ ɔne di nkɔmmɔ meduru kwan hɔ nam fa taxi ɛnɛ m'anim ahoho sɛ baalu apae no
ase wɔ nkɔmmɔ
msɛ wɔ soro medie ma no ɔbɛte mbɔ asiri nti obisa me sɛ kyɛwi aboate bɛde me sa na ɛyɛ san
owie ni ɔkeka
ɛsɛ ɔna onyɛ ɔno ɔsoro hɔ na mehu sɛ nkurɔfoɔ no bɛti ahoho sɛ ɛyi no kyale chapre no ɔn sɛ buronya du ayɛ ne yɛwɔ wokyale no mpɛlɛ ho hyehyɛ no ɛduru kwan no ho a station no so wɔ kwan ho na mfa taxi nkɔtena baabi mehomeyɛ bɛyɛ 31 dabi na memyɛ me mba na tawi abo ati wɔ soro me kɔka sɛ meni ama hunu sɛ wɔna bɛtiti sɛ ayi wokyale Obrempong ma neɛ yɛhunu no wahu ɛnyɛ yi sɛ sɛ na obi akɔ radio station ɛnyɛ yi sɛ ma menka sɛ m kyerɛ hwɛ na yɛwura woduaya ɛkura ne kaa ɔduru atabubu sɛ ɔso ɔkɔ akɔyɛ asɔre ɔbaɛ na kaa no yɛtu afiri hɔ yɛwura kɔnse dawda te radio station na matwom akɔto ahyɛ ne so 2001 ɛkɔ no a ne yɛwura Jacob Echeblemte ɛyɛ chief of staff no yɛmfa ne ezi obi ka kyerɛ wo sɛ ndc no sɛbi ɛwɔ hɔ sɛ yia na da hɔ tena kaa ne nnɛ sɛbi obi ayɛ ɔsɛ makɔ radio makɔ saa ntam wosuro sɛ wobɛka so mu yɛ ndc ni wontumi hyɛ ndc atareɛ nkanka ne eastern region yɛkɔkyɛ bi ɛsi yɛkɔ akɔyɛ rari ahene bɔburu anim yɛbɛka kyerɛ sɛ no way hwɛ nipa mpimpim yɛde wɔne kɔgu wɔ bi aba ne yɛde kɔkɔyɛ conference wɔ hɔ me na meka kyerɛ wo yɛkɔyi ndɔso yɛkɔyɛ party ayi wɔ hɔ yɛame anyɔ deɛ ɔhene ɔme yɛbɛpam yɛfrɛ no abɔntedɔm hene nana aboakye me na meka kyerɛ wo yɛsɛ yɛwɔ bi na ɛka wo yɛwie yɛbubu kyɛ bi yɛn party office yɛn the only party office a dansu nyame mfa de kra nsie esima yɛ wɔ kyɛ bi ka bi kura wɔyɛ nya office bi ne yɛagye wɔ kyɛ bi da dansu ne si yɛ 2000 lucy bae ɔnkɔtwe hyɛ wo bupui ne yɛ nkonnwa nyina hye no mena na mede anim kɔkɔɔto kɔsi dɛ yɛto aba owura kwa mufa yɛto aba na yɛden sɛ ɔbɛkɔ ha me account kyɛ bi ɛlɛ ayi abatoɔ bɛne nyina yɛfa mu bɛne yɛfa mu ɛduru baabi a yɛsi ma yɛbɛsi yɛhunu ne yɛkyerɛ ne sɛ baabi a party na duru no ayɛ akɔnɔ yɛahyehyɛ ama no ayɛ akɔnɔ ɔkyɛ sɛ nti yɛwura gye mills ɛkɔ ne kra akyi yɛsu yɛ sɛ na ne ba kora watete no ɛne yɛwura John Dramani maama yɛbisa sɛ saa sunsum no ɔde baayɛ no ɔde gyaa no anaa but that spirit na pia me yɛhu sɛ yɛwura John Dramani maama nyame na de na brɛ yɛn na ne papa tete no wanyɛn no
very well chairman yɛhwɛ so far Iyoko arrest ɔmayɛ NIB arrest ɔmayɛ from Osesi Bentwi Dennis Edward Abuaje Bernard Ntwibo Asiakon Edwin Provin Kamo Abdul Wahab Hanan Kwabena Dubu Ahine Kofi Akpalu ene Kofi Maso Kofi Jima so far arrest akoso under the MPP said the Oma Church in Semafa the past officials of the MPP sika hodo akwakodu omho ene the NDC maban what treaty in Semuya Fei are you satisfied wakoma to yem
deɛ makoma bɛtɔ me yɛ mu a na ɛnyɛ yɛwura John Dramani maama sɛ yɛmfɔ no nkɔ prison na mmom ɛyɛ wɔn no sane sɛ Gihok
yes
Gihok
yes
kɔtɔ aburo bag mmiɛnsa brɛ wo yere sɛ ɔmfa nyɛ koko a so wabɔka na mmom provision store na obɛnya mfa so
Agro bag me
so on fanye kuku. So aboka brubru.
Now I feel
say on province store. And no menya mfa so dey abo. Ye koko boka.
Ah, nsuo nkwa na.
Nsuo na dey gum. Amori dey ho dada. Si wa boka. O sa obia ne nche ye ni chance bi edi susu. Eno anze o sa hwe gum a o se 5 cedi. Wa jeko. O si wa boka. Na provision store dey obenya mfa so. We media me makom beto me a. Say ni pe nyina kotrabu na wa ho. No on ko prison.
Opese omo nyina ko prison.
No say twice karo. Na high labor no ya do ni kogu won. Ni asa obi di ni birthday ni asa dey akoche prison for say prison for ya mamu bibi. Me to generator. Dum so time to generator ko share prison akoche prison for generator kese. Prison officer na ko retire no fine. Kofodia. We no nyina say sibe gift oware then sabwaje ewa na obi ti say untumi ya na obi gina o say untumi kwaje loan na loan ye so obetua okwaje loan oni ntiase enti kan ngrofo loan kura ya okwaje a wonim say o loan bi wona akwaje wantua na dwunyina no de kane ehwe je say ama bebre yi ba ka say na firi woni window mu bebre fa window mu nadia no ona tutu
ayensa obeka de
ya ka jansa mini ho no akufo akire ho na obi a wakwaji loan pon wo dwane afa window mu na wo a aburo no noy asase ne nya wo dia unim ho hwe na akwaji sika wo yi fraud kro no Indi de wo tie ni say eye loan on tiase ya sa na se kirete.
Ejo de ansa na okoma beto.
No me yam no.
Say wa ban akon entokwa ma wani age no. Age say nkrofo nyina kokodem
na sika. No say tia say tia. Yaje eye taxpayer money.
Na saade no o hwe ebesi. O hwe nsese ekoso.
Na uni ma wura husem bia me ya. Na na ansa mi ti say ewura segbefia. Chief of Staff Vice President. Now we tufu minim ba bi okoshia say no shia diaspora fo say oshia him for say the way NDC for ye mo phone nkogum mo hwe ni yie na ye ntena ho nche ye ntena ho da bia no on kasa asem no bi
adentia adentia mo nka bi
say ni just o encourage NDC say ye nso ye
wies can be okay okay
Yan preach bad no preach good ama say e good the opposite o che no then is aboaje de ya wa wie secretary de we na e betumi de ka akwan e betumi de agye nkania e betumi de aye nsuo aye we 24-hour market e betumi de hospitals no wa wie sika no according to Yoko
yes
what you say
according ho
ama ni chief director also ye den me no ka say obi to say lawyer ayi attachia lawyer attachia betron say what trauma the chief director say over $50 million anu wonim ho hwe but I know what defended than is aboaje cause we 55 million what trauma the chief director say on one kasa train radio station kan ndi musi into corruption ase corruption into ase katase ne proye into ase enu nti o mampani na na do ba no se wate eso hwanhwan SP special prosecutor ndi ade matiamidu ekoto ho no MPP for bose wo oman mu ananya gro ya be chia kromfo dunson se ne ye wura se edu nkati aka se kromfo dunson mo collection ya dunson no ano so anoma bakra wanchibi yesi Yoko won nye won adwuma biye na nye won adwuma we mu nye won adwuma ada ne yemo ho kwan nye won adwuma o wie na hu ne se saponi ensuo ne egina bedwa mu dware a se ho son asem wo ho
asem ni ho
na mom se o keka se sika we nyina bomu na se we okotwe wa net show enti other countries na yekopa besian ho ba development no won se sika we ho be ma besian se sika we akodi nipa bi won yekopa 3 300 million say $3 million. I was China for her. Obeso for 55 million. You compare 3 million per dollars. Yeah, serious. Obrempong, a tearful etienne. Omi Hunisi and Yamofra. Sabio, you better ya dumbini, and me a day Casache one. A binum sing. Only in me volunteers. Niem preachy catasician proye, cankai. Now also, mamma, and for so Banu walk on say. Tell you about it, Hanen and saying, when you order or China when you obey, one year baby union, only a matter of Guniaton of you. Dennis, say, Booty, and I just any fear. Abiding Sabbatus. Abiding Sabbatus. Yoko no power. I know an Abremu, your friend saying, Yoko was a friend saying. Remonacha. A bit saying, Yakobu, ne die, Trefentin and Niabre, hey. And young Gamunia watching Mogu. You go bubu down Yachin, Wafeska. Eh? And none of your time say this our Secretary Prime Committee Chairman. Our Shama permit. No engineer no for soon one coffee. No ma permit in so you will be fun no woo. I said this in any engineer and you didn't go to I don't work community in your president. Inti Yesika yasema wabodi we as I see a printing like a see one near the tare public toilet
yes
obi did on find you the tare public toilet baby easy market so now obi atwam who say we Dennis Abuaje
yes
Benedict Chibu Esako sika se nyina won to Engineer ya bom oni nkotua oda ho anasum abeto no
that's chairman
nkomra mo man ye mfanya akwadworo sika we di eda e be
me da say Bismarck Tewia Boate aspiring Eastern Regional Chairman de man this amanyoko no wadi chairman bi da so wasan ginam a woko eye chairman bi e we Premantem Eastern Region na fe bibia timi aye kamana chairman when your message free her we Auntie Aisha, former vice chair, Bono, say, I think, or council of Eda. Yes, I say, good evening. I'm Aisha from Atebubu, council of Eda from Brown East, Atebubu. My greetings to Honorable Tewia Boatin. He was a brother in President John Atamel's office. Tell me, sir, on the war, President John, former late President Atamel's war. Nti Auntie Aisha anode sanche madam Michiano wo baabi na ye hyase edi enkomo abisha to adwumadi no so emfema na ene perifo atena se ehwe adwumadi yi pa bebre ukokuma ase a Japan wo kuma ase a wono so woti TV no ho na German or hwe adwumadi ne pa Japan ye chiawo ewo kumase mo nyina mo pre no kre mo hwe so man Ghana because we afa ntima pa bi de efra abisha ko Safari Valley Eco Resort e ho fa yi pa wanya holiday wanya leave wanya mre bi a opese unkoje wa home away from home bia ya hyeda siesie ho se ye de beji ahoho a wo mom epe bia ya e ho te e ho ye kama na e ho enwunu se odu okwapema ma obi anim se e ho ye small London kind of breeze a emo hwam ye got a mum Debbie Ukwapma got to be anyway mubon to do a chrono for year pa and you look at the green nature of a year Ukwapemaya wow convert and in your presidential lodge or a year pedias lodge udu pedias lodge a net was saying a half a year pa name caught I do chroma crap him any who will grab him down ho ana Safari Valley Eco Resort wo opesa wo kwaje wa home woni abusuano anase won kwa udru ho a o ma create man made lake kese pa betimi atena boat so di age wani woni ho kani anase won kwa o mo harmless zoo a betimi ane na mu ne mo abi di agro bi antimi nya wo hwe ana o ma sense edan a efa nuane a ede wo ho na watimi age wa home na akoma to yem eye company bi na epe bi aye conference o mo bi aye kese space a o betimi di ama wo be wedding wo be ye wo be party jumadi bi ani padodo beba ko Safari Valley Eco Resort no mo space a wobɛtumi de dwumadi ɛbɛyɛ class ɛbɛyɛ fɛ na ɛne gye ɛtumi abɛm hyɛ no nso sɛ ɔmo wɔ kwapem sɛ de medical aka no ɛdukuro maku apem ɛne akugu apem patam ho ano ɔmo butu frɛ number mede bɛto dwa no nkyerɛmu aka bia ɔmo de bɛma wo na afei watumi atu anamɔ akɔ hɔ 0596 914394 0596 914394 anaa wobɛtumi avisite ɔmo website no www.safarivalleyresort.com na nkɔmɔ aka bia ɔne ɔmo adi ɔmbɛgye so na afei ɔmo ahwɛ w'anim na nea ɛwɔ hɔ no ɔmo ayɛ ɛde ama wo victory galley mixer yɛ aduru a ɛba bɛboa woyɛ obi a wɔnan ne wɔn nsa tumi yɛ tiritiri woyɛ obi a woyɛ adeɛ kakra na ɔkoma bɔ kinkinkin no wabrɛ dizziness na ɛtete wabrabɔ ma wɔn nsa ka victory garlic mixture ɛbɛboa wo na wɔn mogya di afurusane wɔ wɔn mu yie sɛ ɛbɛyɛ na abere biara no wɔn nsa ne wɔn nan yɛ titiri ne woyɛ adwuma kakra na wabrɛ no ne nyinaa ɛbɛtumi afiri wɔn a wɔn ho ɛtumi atɔ hyɛ ne nso sɛ an enterprise for ɛna de victory garlic mixture abɛdwama so kɔ kan hyɛ kings work a wobɛnya bi atɔ hɔ na mmom wɔ pharmacy shop anaa herbal shop na wopɛ duro yi bi atu na nso atɔ agye afoforɔ nkɔ a frɛ numbers a mede to dwa no an enterprise for bɛgye so no mama duro yi bi atu 0201 293 280 0201 293 280 and 0242 545 633 0242 545 633 na afei victory garlic mixture and an enterprise for the abɛdwama so no nso nsa timi aka ho deɛ na asawo yadeɛ abusua yɛto adwumadi no so de ama wo live on Power 97.9 FM afei TV XYZ inside politics dwumadi sine medin de enke Obrempong ne yɛne Bismarck Teria Boachin aspiring chairman edema NDC amanyoko no ɛwɔ Eastern region wadibida ana sabre wɔsen aba sɛ tumi no wɔsan bɛfa no adeɛ kura no wahyehyɛ wakɔso ayɛ nhyehyɛeɛ a ɛbɛboa NDC amanyoko no ɛwɔ Eastern region chairman yɛntoa so Eastern region te sɛn sabre yi a wasen ayi wuti sɛ wo ba bɛyɛ party no titina ni kɛseɛ ɛwɔ Eastern region no NDC amanyoko
Obrempong yɛmmɔ no tiatia na ɛnyina ɛnsɔre no ɛyɛ wonim sɛ wone obi training anaa wode obi akyi na wosua biribi papa firi no mu a yɛhwɛ obi de sɛ yɛwura chief of staff mebɛtena na mebɔ ne din bebree a na yɛne no akwaporɔ akɔduru afram prince meyɛ kɔda student bed no yɛahyehyɛ ne saa no wonya baabi nkɔda ɔda fam na meda soro woda no ho ɛnyɛ yie kɔ ɛnyɛ yie ɛwɔ Roman school Roman asɔre dam na ne ɛda party nti see nea obi abrabɔ ɔbɔ no ɛne nea obi akyekyere no yɛnsane ne nsɛɛ no me ne ɔkasa Eastern region emu abubu sɛnea yɛkyekyere no no ɛnyɛ saa ne tie sesei
ɛnneɛma
asesa Obrempong wo ne asubasi gyina hɔ awɔ asɛm wo ne wei kasa current chairman sɛ wowɔ wei afa wo ne wei kasa function but yɛde party no ba no ne nte saa ɛna ɔpani bia ntumi nkɔhyia ne yɛtumi ayɛ tawi aboaten yɛpani wabɛtena fie yɛwura His Excellency John Dramani mama ɛba no ɔkɔ yɛwura to ahɔ no mo yɛwura kwamena hɔ yɛwura mama Drisu yɛwura penifo ɛkɔ yɛ akɔduru yɛwura former late president Atamels ne yere sɛ wɔn nyinaa yɛ stakeholders ada na ɛsi yɛgya Eastern region woyɛ Ashanti region a Eastern ne nɛso for aka amambere mu ɛwɔ so na votes no yɛ dɛn wɔ ɛma sɛ sɛ respect yɛwɔ 11 parliaments yɛwɔ Anum Traditional Council Boso Traditional Council yɛwɔ Akwamufie Traditional Council yɛwɔ Kropong Traditional Council yɛwɔ Dwabin Traditional Council ne yɛwɔ Buakwa Traditional Council ne yɛwɔ Kwaw Traditional Council ne yɛwɔ Menya Krobo Traditional Council na Ilo Krobo Traditional Council ansana yaba Kotoku Traditional Council na Bosome Traditional Council ahemfo maako du baako na ɛwɔ hɔ ne yɛwɔ 33 constituency 33 municipal assembly na ɛwɔ hɔ yɛhia sɛ yɛbɛnya respect na ayɛ akɔnnɔ ama party na timi agyina na ne ɔkɔto aba mmiribi ma wobɛnya atumie no wɔso de na yɛ biribi enti appropriate time no me manifesto a mede ba Eastern region me second time no yɛde bɛba bɛto dwa good ama mansa ate na sɛ yɛbie phone like kora wɔ ha ne nke bɛbia ama yɛhu na me deɛ meba no mema ɛwɔ chanting mebɛka yɛ nyina yɛayera no abom sɛneɛ nnɛ former chairman Brekusu mehwɛ no na mehwɛ ne mpo no ɛkɔ kasaeɛ no ne n'ani gyeeɛ no nti me nua nea mɛsrɛ mo aka ne sɛ monkɔ so nyɛ adwuma pa monsuro nea moka ɛyɛ ɔman no yieyɔ na ɔman no siesie ɛne yɛhia
Bismarck Teria Boatin, aspiring Eastern Regional Chairman of NDC Amanyoko. No, on our tenant kind of day, and Comahodo and Never Hono, ye BABM live on the TVS and Power 97.9 FM inside politics, Jimmy. So, Victoria Nana Ya Everlove, Tema West Women Organizer. Edema NDC Amanyoko no Accra Kofi da Akosem Country say wonderful beautiful happy birthday to you. Onyankopon wonhira na onye okese. Se de wo yema party no mpanefo hu na ne se de fata bia beba ho. Finale kro ekwan bi ato emu MBA ma Victoria Nana ya Everlove. Happy birthday to you. Tema West Women Organizer de ma NDC Amanyoko no. Ebusia ha na brema kwan na so yade inside politics jumadi ni nyina esiwa na fe news team no so atena se no mode on de ababesom ukọ MCR Mr. of Jampo director ho abaso ho Emmanuel Kisi Emmanuel Nete ana fe Mr. Peter Cranton wo mo ne MCR wo mo hye TV no so edema ho Lizzie e makeup ewo eye efia ha William Sefa ene Kofi Asante Abrantie ene gina camera si na chi etwa adwumadi no edesom ye Mr. Kevin Asante one no be producer papa wa hyehyɛ dwumadi nyina sɛ memra mede ho kyia me abusia me ankasa be di dwumadi ho kyia me di di enke Obrempong the grassroots president okuapemai kane atutu akuapem de hye metena sese pɛ na egyanko a nyankopɔn anhyira wo a mempene da sɛ wogye brɛse ye ni dwumadi mum ɔkyena yɛbɛsɛ hyia makrao